envie de se projeter, qui a envie d'interagir avec Siege, puisse avoir une forme de porte d'entrée au travers d'un personnage qui lui ressemble.
She's really bringing such an ancient, historic people into the present. I hope that honors her and all Indigenous women and all Indigenous people.
I feel that us consultants worked very
No sé si esto está
carefully
funcionando
and
o no.
respectfully Nakota people proud.
This is something that's gonna really
Está funcionando
impact
esto, ¿verdad?
kids
Está
that are
funcionando.
Nakota. I might just,
No sé qué ha pasado, ¿vale? Se me han puesto las dos pantallas en negro y con las mismas me ha saltado un mensaje de que se ha cortado el directo. Esto me pasó ayer. No sé por qué, pero esto me pasó ayer.
Thanks for joining us. We've got a great show lined up for you today. We've got a bunch of amazing folks from dev team members, members of the community, and our community team who are going to take you through a bunch of great topics related to the upcoming season of Siege. Coming hot on the heels of that making of video of Thunderbird, we'd like to take you behind the scenes of her design. In order to help you with that, we have Alex Karpazis from the dev team. Thanks for joining us today.
Absolutely.
Qué puto calor hace.
Pleasure to be here.
So before we dive into Thunderbird specifically, I'd love to hear about the process of making an operator. What goes into this and what steps are
Un segundo, perdón.
in deciding what to base a character around?
No sé, tío.
Starting an operator starts with a lot.
Esto me pasó ayer en el directo de Coach Prime Time, me pasó lo mismo, literalmente. Pero ya está, se ponen las dos pantallas en negro, ¿vale? Esta pantalla y esta. Y con la misma ya está, pero no me salta ningún error ni me salta nada. Entonces, no entiendo qué. Si el propio ordenador hace eso, pero no me dice, oye, o genera un archivo o algo de un error, me refiero que como no lo genera, no sé qué problema es. Está todo actualizado, está el sistema operativo actualizado, los drivers... Magia, amigos. No sé qué coño pasa, no sé si es... no lo sé. No tengo ni puta idea.
And we eventually found that it all really started from the casting. We wanted to find somebody who could speak their native language, bring an incredible performance to the character, and really do justice to who the character we want to build is. So this all began with
Bueno, simplemente lo divido en dos partes y ya está, dentro de lo que cabe. Es lo único que puedo hacer. Ya está, hemos visto hasta la de Ubisoft. Vale, es que no sé en cuánto se ha quedado. Puedo... aquí. Justamente se había cortado al final, ¿verdad? Y vaya, que prácticamente lo hemos visto todo, no se ha cortado en mitad de la conferencia, así que bueno.
The consultants were immensely helpful and so supportive of what we were trying to do with Thunderbird. Once we knew that we wanted to feature a Nakotan operator, that's when we found
vale, voy a editarlo un segundo.
Consultants, one of them being an artist, to start working on the background of the operator and the visuals. And so when you take a look at Thunderbird, there's actually a lot of emblems and iconography that has a lot of emotion and meaning behind them.
Are there any that you'd be able to dig into specifically right now?
Every single badge on Thunderbird has a meaning. If you take a look at the back of her jacket, for instance, the six-pointed star, which is a huge, huge symbol for the Nakota Nation. It represents so many things, most of all balance. Balance between life and death, between masculine and feminine. That was a really important thing we needed to nail, and we worked really closely with the consultants to make sure that that emblem was meaningful and respectful of everything we wanted to represent Thunderbird.
That's amazing.
Voy a poner aquí parte 1.
I feel like one of the other things that's really, really identifiable on Thunderbird's jacket is the word Wagia. What does that mean to Thunderbird?
Voy a poner parte 1 de 2, ¿vale? No sé si... no lo sé.
Thunderbird in Nakotan. And also, we wanted to make sure that that language was visible on the character, just like it's something that you can hear Thunderbird speak in the animated short that we released. Making sure that the language was a part of the character was very important, and that's why you see it on the back of the jacket too.
Vale, la miniatura la tengo que hacer, no la tengo hecha.
On the animated trailer,
Qué vergüenza.
what are your big takeaways on your side?
I think the biggest takeaway was we learned so much from our consultants, from Sarah Lise MacArthur, and the hope is too that many more people can learn about the Nakota people, their language, their art, and really open up opportunities for people to investigate and learn more about these amazing people.
Thanks for taking the time to bring us through the design of Thunderbird. In the meantime, we're going to jump into the animated trailer that we mentioned before, but if there's anyone you'd like to thank, Alex, you have the floor.
I just want to thank the team for being so incredible. Thunderbird was an immense amount of work, and I know everybody's so extremely proud of her. And I also know that
Ahí se estaría subiendo la primera parte.
Next couple of operators that are already being worked on. So thank you so much. It means a lot to so many people to share these operators with the world.
Ready? 6 years ago I met a pilot.
¿Esto cómo va? La de Devolver empieza ya.
My life.
Lo raro es que Devolver no esté haciendo un directo, contando que su conferencia empieza en 10 minutos. Madre mía, debería ordenarme toda la mierda esa. Más cosas... A ver, un segundo. Hay un montón aquí de cositas del Minecraft.
What's happening?
No son cosas que ya hemos visto. Aquí sigue hablando el Tito Jeff.
Why don't you ask her yourself?
Vale. Toma, nada, nos están presentando un poquito más cositas del este. O sea que tampoco nos vamos a perder mucho. Es una putada porque yo quería hacer el directo entero sin tener que cortar, pero como es la segunda vez que ocurre y el propio ordenador no me genera ningún archivo de qué cojones es lo que le pasa, pues nada.
With the release of North Star, we figured this would be a good opportunity to discuss some of the top issues that we have gone over the past year.
Empieza en 10 minutos.
Dive right into it. Up first, let's talk about smoke propagation and smoke's toxic babes. We're excited to announce that with the release of North Star,
¿IGN está transmitiendo algo?
no longer clip through ceilings, floors, or walls. Up next,
Gearbox Showcase. Pero no es la de Devolver ahora.
With North Star, we're excited to announce that bullet holes in soft surfaces will no longer leave small holes that will give
¿Es Devolver ahora? ¿Por qué? ¿Gearbox por qué? No sé que estas dos sean juntas. Es Devolver ahora.
Next, let's dive into some of the gameplay-focused issues that are affecting our community. We are improving the way the game detects flashes so that you can be more
Vamos a dejarlas ahí de momento.
how it will affect your opponent. To solve this, we are simulating the way light bounces off objects in the environment and evaluating the strengths of flashes to make sure that they are balanced. We're happy with the results so far and are now testing it to make sure it meets the standards in the heat of a match, and we are currently aiming for a Year 6 Season 3 launch for this. Up next, let's talk about certain skins that are difficult to see. We know that when you're peeking down a corridor, you want to make sure that you're actually seeing your opponent where they are. And we know that there are certain skins that make this a little bit difficult for our players. To combat this, we are introducing rim lighting, that way all cosmetics have a similar visibility across the board. We are currently aiming for a Year 6 Season 3 release for this, so be sure to stay tuned to our social media.
Estamos esperando, a que salga de Devolver.
Next, we'd like to talk about some issues that tie into your wider player experience with Siege. When it comes to cheating and toxicity, we know these topics are important for our community just as much as they are for us. In our last anti-cheat dev blog, we mentioned that we are working on building new cheat detections based on statistics to uncover our most disruptive cheat users. While this process was originally manual to stress test and help validate its accuracy, we are excited to announce that this process is now automatic. This means that sanctions for cheaters identified through data-based means will come quicker and reduce their impact on our community. Implementing an automatic process also allows us to work in parallel and strengthen our collaboration with BattlEye. We are also taking the time to further evolve the MMR rollback system by improving its reactivity and minimizing its negative impact on our players. The goal of MMR rollback was to help players when they are in an unfair match. That being said, we know that when you win,
voy a poner también aquí la de Devolver, por si acaso se ponen en directo.
It can be very frustrating, so we are working to address that. We will continue to tweak the design as we work towards a clear and fair system.
Por si los señores de Devolver se ponen en directo. Y no sé dónde lo vamos a ver.
We have also increased sanction penalties for abandon-related offenses, and this will be for ranked and unranked, and you will see this at the beginning of North Star. Paired with the recent improvements to the match cancellation, we expect this to help discourage this form of griefing while limiting the impact on our committed players. Now, this is only just a snapshot of what we're working on. Later on this week, we will share a top issues article that will recap these and some of our other top related issues. On top of this, we are also hard at work on focused updates for specific top issues.
Tampoco el ordenador es que esté trabajando mucho como para que se pete. Es que no lo entiendo, se ponen las dos pantallas en negro y con las mismas. Pero lo más gracioso es que esto solamente me ocurre cuando estoy en directo. Entonces no lo entiendo. Mira, tenemos aquí cosas. El drop no se ha reclamado. ¿Y qué te crees que estoy haciendo, compañero? A no ser que tenga jadelo aquí. Chat para suscriptores. No hay nadie. Que no me cuentes tú. Vale, supongo que donde veremos algo es aquí. Otro drop. Me pone que que no lo he reclamado y le estoy dando. Esto seguramente sea lo de las suscripciones, ¿no? Hello. Sí, aquí van a presentar ahora Devolver. Devolver se la suda, por lo que veo. Aquí tenemos el Ubisoft y tal. Nada, vamos a verlo de aquí y ya está. Ahora cuando salga le damos. Mientras que no se vuelva a romper esto. Madre mía. ¿Qué de notificaciones de YouTube?
There it is. Elden Ring. Coming January 21st, 2022. Isn't that insane? I am so...
Vale, un segundo que vamos a llamar al otro señor.
Honored me with the opportunity to present that is really cool. So, we're going to tell you a little bit about what's coming up. We've got the Devolver Direct that I'm going to start running here in just 3 minutes for you guys. So we're going to watch that about a half hour.
Ahora llamará.
That'll be done today. We're going to go about our days or our evenings wherever you are in the world. And then tomorrow we'll be back for, I'm going to probably start around 9 a.m., 9:30 a.m. for Pacific, leading up to the Xbox and Bethesda Game Showcase that's going to run from 10 to 11:30. And then we're going to watch
Estoy
the Square
Estoy
Enix
esperando a que se
showcase.
conecte en el Discord,
And there's a Back for Blood showcase as well.
En teoría empieza en 2 minutos la de Devolver.
And Monday, going to be a day off streaming from this stuff. And then Tuesday, hopefully come back for a Nintendo. And that's going to be sort of our initial run of stuff here that we're really excited about. My big thing was the kickoff live show that we did on Thursday. And I hope you
Empieza en breve la de Devolver.
go watch the,
¿Aquí tenemos algo? ¿Algún cambio? Aquí no tenemos
one thing I
nada.
will say is that I'm really proud that Prime Gaming, as you probably saw in the kickoff,
Y Devolver tampoco. Entonces.
the launch
Press conference
of
what?
the kickoff show. That was a very
You have
expensive
to pick
show put
one.
together.
Just
Okay,
one.
just one.
Great that Prime Gaming, especially if you're watching on Twitch,
Avatar.
you get a free Twitch
Okay.
Prime sub.
Avatar. If it's not Avatar, it's
And
rigged.
they really backed my vision.
Bloody
So
Fast
doing
says it's
something
not
that
Avatar, it's rigged.
was built
Devolver se la
they
suda,
really
literalmente.
built it and helped finance it versus having to charge all the game publishers
No entiendo.
part of it or anything. It was really like they subsidized it so we could have a ton of indie games. We had Day of the Devs, which was awesome. It was just a chance for indies to sort of be featured editorially, which I think is really, really important. So I'm going to show you a quick little 30-second thing on Prime Gaming, and then we'll come back and watch Devolver.
Creo que va a empezar la de Devolver. Vale, voy a llamar a este señor. Ay, por Dios, que me muero. ¡Ey! Tienen que enchufar los casquitos. Venga, por Dios, que son 1:30 ya.
All right, we're back, and we are ready for Devolver Max Plus Showcase. So let's watch that
Look,
now
it's so hard to
together.
not talk to these
And
girls.
I'll be back right after to react to it, but enjoy the Devolver show. It's always a bit of a trip. We'll see what they've got in store for
Ya,
us.
empieza la de Devolver.
It's about a half hour long. Enjoy.
Hala. El Shadow Warrior 3. Empiezan con Shadow Warrior 3. Es una barbaridad este juego. Ya el bitrate como se rompe, ¿eh? Yo voy a ir a putísimo melee en este juego. Es un gameplay, pero no se ve la interfaz. Así que cuidado, ¿eh? Qué asco. Te puedes autodirigir con el gancho. Bien. A ver, obviamente lleva la misma estela que el 1 y que el 2, así que va a ser una putísima locura. Qué asco, ¿no? ¿Estás jugando a Shadow Warrior 3 o a Wolfenstein 2028? Parece que estás jugando a Wolfenstein literalmente. Ok. Devolver. La sangre.
This is our first year of bringing you the very best of what video games have to offer.
Lots of changes at Devolver since the last time we were here.
Esta gente está un poco loca, ¿eh?
Irrelevant.
She's straight busted.
I've got something better.
El problema es que solamente tenemos media hora para la otra, para la de Gearbox, entonces...
Today is only the beginning. The future of video games and the future's future.
Esto es del año pasado, ¿verdad?
I don't give a flipping freak about stupid live video game events. Hello. I need you to help me stop the future's future. I'll bet on a million strings. Mine.
Sure about that?
Esto es el Devolver, la conferencia de Devolver del año pasado. Que se les fue un poco de las manos.
So then, you know, we kind of wrap it up after that. I'm thinking it's like a 4-5 year deal. Huh? I mean, huh? Right?
Esa de ahí no es la de... La chica... esta que está aquí... ¿No es la de The Last of Us?
It was me. I thought this shit.
Asshole thinks this shit up. We're not doing a 4-year-long series of narrative videos about the futures, whatever the shit.
Devolver Digital Cinematic Universe.
You shut your fucking face.
That was supposed to be me, right? My face. Is that even legal?
All Devolver Digital new hires release wholly any work likeness attribution and / or image rights upon execution of the contract, clear as day. Basically, we can do whatever we want with your likeness, even if it is some stupid deepfake video abomination or whatever.
Enough of this. You, less talking, more typing. I don't like it.
Soy yo, se parece un montón a Dina del The Last of Us 2.
Video games at Devolver Digital, and damn good ones, I'm told. Now, get the hell out of my conference room and take your dumb movie idea with you.
Yeah, but listen, it's not just a dumb movie idea. It's a multi-layered narrative universe. You don't understand. This is
Pero bueno, ¿qué hace Jason Momoa ahí?
This is cinema.
¿Qué hace Jason Momoa ahí?
Well,
Esa es Dina del The Last of Us 2, ¿verdad?
hot arms race out there. A hype eats hype, media-fueled intimidation game, a boss mode, knuckle-fuck nut kick. And we are falling way the mother-effing ever shit behind. Melissa, do the numbers.
Yeah, so in the last...
It's bad, people. Real type bad. We need a fresh perspective. Something wild. Something stunning. Something new but not too new, but new enough so that it seems new to those know-it-all know-nothings in the know, you know?
Actually, ma'am, I think...
No.
Record scratch. What? Who are you and why are you making noises at me?
Nina, ma'am. Nina Struthers. I'm an adjunct under-executive on the marketing team. I'm gunning for synergy officer one day.
Why are you pouring the coffee?
Because we need coffee.
Grab it, Hackjaw. Nina, is it? Put the coffee down and talk in my face.
Well, the thing of it is, a few of us were talking, and...
Monetization. As a service.
What he said.
That's got to be the most ridiculous...
Let's fucking do it.
Hola.
For 4 decades, and counting, Devolver Digital has been at the absolute bleeding edge of technical, social, and humanitarian progress in the burgeoning videotainment market. Now, that's no accident. The global research and development teams at Devolver Digital Incorporated have worked tirelessly to deliver to you, the unwashed consumers, so many breakthroughs in the video game industry.
No, ya se lo comentaré luego. O luego lo veis.
Problems we've successfully solved were ever actually problems in the first place.
Porque estoy en otra conferencia.
Devolver earliest access delivered games to the marketplace at the exact point of conception. A developer even thinks of an idea and that shit's already for sale.
Pero estoy en directo viendo otra conferencia, no Ubisoft, y se ya acabado hace media hora.
Devolver even jumped ass first into that crypto lifo, bruh, before electric car barons made it all the rage with loot box coin, the market's first and justifiably last physical cryptocurrency that lived entirely off of the blockchain.
Blam!
No voy a preguntar, esta gente de Devolver hace cosas muy raras.
Devolver led Expo spread of revolutionized the very concept of marketing as the industry's very first quadruple A playable video game trade show that you could download and play as a video game and video game play as a video game. Progress can't be stopped though, no. So this year, Devolver Digital is taking aim at the blisteringly lucrative subscription service video game market. Welcome to Devolver Max Pass Plus.
Están como putísimas cabras los de Devolver.
¿Por?
Porque están como cabras.
Okay.
Mira, Jason Momoa.
Welcome to the future. Games as a service.
Está mamadísima la señora, ¿no?
Razor-edged industry shuck jive that has served to convert what was, traditionally, a one-time purchase into a potentially lifelong chain ball commitment to reoccurring payments for video games that, well, let's be real deal about this, most of you don't even enjoy anymore. Devolver likes to take things further.
Pero bueno.
Dive the big dive, you know? Take the leap, push the envelope, toad the wet sprocket, go big or go home, and baby, we ain't got no home to go home to. Devolver likes to take things to a place that isn't even funny. So much as creepily possible and uncomfortably prescient. That
Se echa como 25 kilos de el GDS. Pero bueno. Pero bueno.
We see it as a groundbreaking new way to keep consumers locked into a semi-regular non-payment schedule with a novel, if not needlessly complex approach, wherein a top-tier service subscriber, that is you, look at you, is granted access to dozens, if not hundreds of dozens, of premium purchases at the low monthly price of no cost to you for the subscription itself. Hit me again!
Pero bueno.
That is the Max Pass Plus difference. You simply apply, and your credit competency, work history, genealogical strafe vector, lunar payload weight, environmentally induced super selection state, and very first magic deck are evaluated on a 29-point density matrix, and boosh, you're absolutely Rose Street.
A mí me encanta el Jason Momoa de AliExpress ahí al lado. Tío, la gente esta hace perritos muy raros porque le echan la mierda de las beans esas, las judías esas, y es súper extraño. Sí, sí, te lo estás comiendo con un asco que vamos, te tiene que estar entrando.
From there, you are granted direct access
to
purchase anything in our constantly growing collection of video games
Usted mute
and
y
video
ya
game
está.
related junk for free.
No, si no es eso, es que lo veo con delay.
Ah, no pasa nada, no te preocupes. Yo voy a decir wow y luego vas a decir ¿qué ha pasado? ¿Qué ha pasado? Y tú, ha pasado eso, ya está. A los 10 segundos después.
Sí.
Let's check a look.
Véalo con delay, no pasa nada.
At some of the video games that amazing
Ahora me enteré
consumers
que el Fortnite es
like
de
you
Xavi.
can look forward to, if you get approved, of course, with Devolver Max Pass Plus.
Han pasado 10 minutos y solamente han presentado un juego de momento.
Mira, va camino de la
Premium Purchase. Ahora te pone ahí, tienes que pagar $10 para seguir viendo la conferencia, ¿te imaginas? Actual gameplay, nothing pre-rendered. Un juego japo. Ghost of Tsushima 2. No, esto es Devolver. Es que de Devolver no sé. No sé exactamente qué esperar de Devolver. ¡Ay, Dios! Que es en scroll lateral. Pero bueno. Oye, pues tiene buena pinta.
Caja, no, ¿qué ha pasado?
Trek to Yomi 2022. Pero morirnos antes de 2022. Play 5, Series X y PC. O sea, es un juego directamente para nueva generación.
Premium purchase.
Bien, pocha. Hágame y sigue viendo la conferencia. Anton Avisina. ¿Cómo? ¿Ane qué? Asincronos. Ah. Pero bueno.
Puchas,
Pero bueno.
Ah, mira, es como plataforma, lo que a ti se te da también.
Sí, ¿verdad? Ponía que todos los jugadores son fantasmas. Y tenías que llegar a no sé qué sitio y tal. Interesante. No me digas más, 2022.
La mayoría de los juegos están para
Hay algunos que han presentado que salen este año. Muchísimos, además.
Como por ejemplo.
Ahora sí, Phantom Abyss. Steam Early Access June 22. Eso. Pues un montón de juegos. No te puedo decir porque no me acuerdo, porque han sido 3 conferencias las que he visto, ¿sabes?
Pero la Ubisoft es la más...
Pero la de Ubisoft nada interesante. Un poco el... Un poco ya lo que ya conocíamos, el Raid, a ver una beta, el Rainbow Six Extraction, un gameplay, cosas para el Assassin's Creed y poco más. Ah, un gameplay del Far Cry 6. Y poco más. Y un juego nuevo que ya te diré luego, que ha presentado Ubisoft.
¿Pero tiene buena pinta o tiene mala pinta?
Ya te lo enseñaré luego. Tú no mires nada, luego te lo enseño.
Ya, es que la camarita esa, pues a mí me están dando ganas de verlo.
Tú espérese, mantenga el hype.
As with everything else in this presentation, the Devolver Max Pass Plus exclusive merch collection is, well, exclusive. Only available to subscribers in a premium purchase, not at all in the subscription fee you may or may not, but may be paying. Am I right?
Pues es como tenía que haber ido hoy con un traje morado.
Let's take a deep breath and take a peek at these 2 premium purchase products that will be available to you soon.
Con una corbata morada.
Devolver Max Pass Plus Survivor. Subscriber. Oh man. Yeah.
La gente está un poco mal de la cabeza, ¿eh?
Premium purchase.
Premium purchase. Paga el premium. Uy. ¿Te parece el personaje este del Final Fantasy? El... ¿Cómo se llama? No sé, no me acuerdo cómo se llama. Journey 2. Devolver es muy de hacer este tipo de juegos salvajes. Pues en teoría en 15 minutos es la de Gearbox. Lo mismo no da para verla, ¿eh?
¿Qué juegos así populares tienen Gearbox?
No te oigo, no sé qué dices.
¿Qué juegos populares tienen Gearbox?
No sé. Contando que el Gearbox, me imagino Borderlands, deduzco. Y alguno de esos del estilo. Algo que ya hemos visto. Wizard Without. Llama el juego. ¡Anda! Si es un roguelike. ¿Es un roguelike como...? No, no es un roguelike. Ah, pues pensaba que iba a ser un roguelike. Bueno, parece un roguelike. Sí, vale, es un roguelite survival, vale, sí, es un roguelite. Interesante. Es un poco la mezcla del Stardew... No, el Stardew no, el Don't Starve. Y en plan roguelike, como el Hades. No está mal. Premium purchase, cada vez que lo diga, chupito. ¿Eres una paloma con una espada? Pero bueno. Otro roguelike. ¿Eres una paloma? Pero usted está viendo mi directo, ¿no?
No, estoy viendo el de Pancamón.
Vale, que lo digo, te lo decía por lo del... Claro, lo que dices tú, lo del tema ese del delay. Le paso de donde lo estoy viendo yo y lo puede ver a la vez.
Lo que me lo transmitía se para cerrar el este para poder verlo bien.
No, tranquilo, ahora sí eso. Y carga.
No, que sí, es para poder jugar bien al fondo.
Bueno, no pasa nada. Déjale jugar y póngase a ver las conferencias. Hombre, no creo que acabe esto en 10 minutos. ¡Hostia, la abuela! Esto es un roguelike potente, ¿eh? Es Dark Souls, que no os mienta. Death's Door. Es un... Mira la abuela la mejor de todos. El 20 de julio sale ya.
Since 1975, Devolver Digital and the
Paloma,
many
cuervo,
incredible
pájaro, da igual, ese
developers we've partnered with have produced what can only be appropriately described as an imperial buttload of incredible games that consumers worldwide have purchased, never actually played, and then made public claims about the game's quality in order to substantiate their place in online conversations about whether or not an indie game is still indie if it has a publisher. That's why we're proud to announce the entire Devolver Digital catalog on Steam is available at Devolver Max Pass Plus as a premium service not included in your reoccurring monthly payments that we still haven't quite nailed down.
¿Se oye bien o lo subo más?
Each of these gems will be available at a reduced rate for a bafflingly limited amount of time, with discounts ranging from, why not, to fuck me, why are my pants wet? Think of it as a kind of thank you from an old friend that believes you deserve a premium experience. Visit DevolverMaxPassPlus.com for more information.
Me parece que voy a quitar tu directo.
Es en plan, mantén la sonrisa, que te pagan por mantener la sonrisa. Premium purchase, hostia. De los creadores de Pony Island, bueno. Y de Hex, bueno. Inky Black. ¿Juego de cartas? Bueno. ¿Por qué tiene que existir este juego? Ponte la esa que te pasa por WhatsApp. Al menos lo ves en tiempo real. No con 10 segundos de retraso.
Si lo voy a quitar igualmente.
¿Por qué?
Como no puedo jugar bien.
Pues deje de jugar y pongas a verlo.
La conferencia. La que quería ver ya me la perdí.
Pero bueno. ¿Es un juego de cartas? ¿Es un juego de mierda? ¿Qué cojones está ocurriendo? O una mezcla de los dos. Inscripción. El videojuego. ¿Estos de Devolver hacen unos juegos más raros? Quitando el Shadow Warrior 3.
Premium purchase.
Premium purchase.
Sabes que mañana va a haber como decenas, ¿no? De World Premiere.
Hey, kid. Do you love video games?
Nos vamos a aburrir de la World Premiere.
What are you doing in my bathroom? Do you love video games?
Pues no va a haber mañana. World Premiere, World Premiere, World Premiere, World
Video
Premiere.
games? Not at all, no.
700 World Premiere.
Saldrá Phil Spencer
Stuff make you watch ads for minimal benefit to you, the consumer.
y te dirá: hemos comprado 25 ¿cómo se dice? 25 empresas de videojuegos. Os vamos a enseñar las cosas que estamos haciendo. Sony no tiene nada ya contra nosotros.
Let it consume your very being. Turn real money into pretend money and spend it. Collect your favorite characters that you've never even heard of. Tumble time, it's tumble time. Pick up your phone, it's tumble time. Tumble time, it's tumble time. Pick up your phone, it's tumble time.
Madre mía. Ah, es un juego para móvil.
Devolver Tumble Time is the future of physics-based puzzle gameplay, elegant monetization, and strategic brand integration. Choose characters from a loaded roster of your Devolver digital faves and rack up major, huge, big-time game points by matching and clearing the impossibly adorable heads on the tumbler. We mentioned that it's free,
Pero
right?
bueno,
Because
que se crean
it's
perritos
free,
de la nada.
except for the ads part, where there are ads, because of course there are ads, because nothing is ever really free. Get hype and unleash each character's special move and clear chunks by creating and activating chaotic chain reactions. Pre-register for Devolver Tumble Time on the App Store and Google Play by visiting devolvertumbletime.com. Woo! Hey! Nina!
Oh, hey. Let's talk about subscriptions for a moment. The subscription service is an instrument of monetization from days gone, when your grandparents wanted to try a new cheese each month and your uncle wanted to look at photos of naked ladies from the comfort of his own tool shed. A relic. An unwieldy, physical beast that we have haphazardly let slip into the digital realm, leaving us with nothing but ones and zeros to stand in for our stinky dairy product imperfect knockers. Devolver, though, aims to return subscription-based addiction back to its more tangible roots, with a premium purchase title available only in this, the physical plane of actual, real, for real existence.
Is that?
Goddamn right it is. Introducing Demon Throttle by developer Doinksoft, the creators of Gato.
Ah, por cierto, es verdad.
It's coming
Te lo acabo de ver
to
ahora.
Nintendo Switch as a physical box set and only
Te voy a bajar un poco.
a physical box set through our
En
good
el Season Pass del Far Cry 6 van a meter un DLC en la que vas a poder jugar como Bass, como Pagan y como Joseph.
Mira.
O sea, los malos de los juegos anteriores. O sea, así que bastante guay.
Today. Check a look.
Premium purchase.
That demon just my right. Or something.
La gente está en directo también, ¿no? Los de GEARBOX tampoco están en directo. Pues no sé. Si ahora después de esto no encuentro la de GEARBOX, pues nada. Se acabó, prácticamente. Bueno, aquí está la de GEARBOX que empieza en 3 minutos, pero tendría que acabar esta antes, si no es un problema. Vaya putísima mierda, ¿no?
Últimamente se está luciendo con los años.
Right?
I love it. It's good. Really good. Great work still.
Entonces, ¿se lo pongo ahí en Discord?
Big moves by a guy from... Where are you from?
Technically, I'm not supposed to be here.
That's great,
I'm
buddy. Okay, now bring it home. Hit me with the big move. What's the punch?
Señor.
There isn't one. He does not have...
Que si le pongo lo del en Discord o ya lo está viendo.
Nina! Tape.
No.
What she said.
What's this now?
Pero te lo pongo en Discord a ver si te va bien.
Well,
En Discord sí, en
we
Discord sí
put
me va a ir
the
bien.
entire thing
Espérate,
on
que
a
se lo
tape.
pongo.
And then sell it. Hey, like this, right?
Lo ve, ¿no?
Right? Here.
Videotapes.
The trick, though, is that there is one and only one, and we sell it to one buyer, only, just the one.
Just the one?
Just the one. Sell it. Okay, and since there's only one and the buyer keeps it, and we broke the little tab on the inside so you can't
Porque la
copy it,
música de fondo
it's
parece de forma.
non-fuckwithable. A non-fuckwithable tape, right? NFT for short. It's
Entonces, en teoría debería acabar ya, porque generalmente suelen durar un poquito las de Devolver.
Okay, the one copy of this entire presentation on tape, the one in this player right here, is available online. For the first Devolver Max Pass Plus Triple Platinum Elite Gold Star Magnum Double XL tier subscriber to go to devolvermaxpassplus.com and buy it. Okay, it is totally
Puede tener más palabras esa frase.
It does no damage to the environment, to the energy grid, or the global technology supply chain, because it's just this old tape, right? That Caleb found in a box marked Nancy's Fancies, okay, in the back of an old filing cabinet in the birthing wing.
A que la parte.
It's also a tape.
Fucking brilliant.
Yes. Yeah. Zane, Nina, Margaret, Caleb. This is such wonderful.
Ojo.
Esto dará un sueño. La madre que me pare. Esta gente de Devolver hace una cosa muy rara, Buah, pues hemos entrado literalmente, vamos, a la de Gearbox en, vamos, de putísima potra. Ah, por cierto, este es el Rainbow Six Extraction este.
No lo veo.
Uy.
I don't know. I'm just really excited to see where it goes. And as we get more info, the biggest thing though, as you know,
Empieza en 30 segundos la de Gearbox.
I cannot freaking wait. And it has crossplay.
Voy a poner en pantalla completa.
It's 2021. Every game needs to have crossplay as standard.
Y después queda la de
I'm so
Guerrilla.
excited, and I cannot wait to learn more.
Ya es la de hoy,
What did
¿no?
you think of the Ubisoft
Sí,
Forward?
en teoría sí.
Let us know in the chat. I'm Cam11B from the Army National Guard, and you can find us both here on Twitch.
Venga, empieza la de Gearbox, a ver qué presentan Gearbox.
Oh, hey there! Summer of Gaming still here because we will never, ever leave you. At least this summer. This fall, though, you are on your own! It's gonna be Mad Max out there without us, and good luck! All bets are off. Anyway, the IGN community is a lot more calm than we are, and they had a lot to say about the Ubisoft Forward. We will check back in with them in a second, but for now, we're going to check out the Ubisoft Forward that we just saw and the Gearbox presentation that's coming up in just a sec. So, Max, thanks for looking handsome. You did really great just now. Good job. Let's go check in with Gearbox and see what they're working on.
Gearbox University was founded in 1999, just 15 years after this 80s orientation video was made. We offer numerous degrees across a multitude of fields, including sociopathology, supply chain management, and storytelling with a European-sounding accent.
Son los Borderlands.
Gearbox University comprises 3 unique colleges that will place you on whichever path to success is right for you. At the College of Gearbox Software, we can shape you into the looting, shooting vault hunter you've always believed you could be. At the College of Gearbox Publishing, we offer advanced degrees in Norse.
Oh, el de Tribes of Midgard es de esta gente.
You can even write your thesis on the day of
El Godfall también es del... Oh, no lo sabía. Ah, bueno, sí, es verdad, el Godfall es de Gearbox, es verdad.
Badass bunkernomics, history of magic, enlarged vehicle maneuvering, and yes, even Hollywood filmmaking.
Sigue usted ahí, ¿no?
Sí. It's true. Let's learn more about all the
Borderlands. Me gustaría pasarme todos los Borderlands.
Dynamic, pioneering,
Son poquitos, son 3, ¿no? 3 o 4.
Porque suena como el Fortnite.
No sé. ¿Un nuevo juego de Borderlands o es el Wonderlands este? Un Battle Royale, ¿te imaginas? Un Battle Royale de... Un Battle Royale de Borderlands.
Ahora está la moda de sacar a la punta pala.
Pues sí. Bienvenidos a GEARBOX 2021. No debería ser especialmente muy larga tampoco esta conferencia. Budapest.
Hey everybody, if you don't know me, I'm Randy Pitchford, the founder of the GEARBOX Entertainment Company and executive producer of the Borderlands franchise and all of the great games that we do at GEARBOX. And I am right now on the set of the Borderlands motion picture, in development, in production. We're shooting. This is a live soundstage, and I thought, since I'm here, wouldn't it be cool if I walk you around a little bit and show you some of the cool stuff that we're doing?
Es gracioso que ahí es donde salgan los juegos.
This is a live set. There's guys working on the movie right now in real time. We've been everywhere. We've been in the caves of the caustic caverns. We've been in the desert, in the sand quarries. We've been in the stone quarries, doing all kinds of amazing stuff.
Toda la gente con mascarilla menos tú, eres un mago.
Hey Eli, can I grab you for a second? Yes. This is Eli Roth, our director.
El director del caos.
This is E3. These are our gamers. And you got Edgar here.
Hostia, Edgar Ramírez, ¿qué hace ahí? No lo había visto. No me había dado cuenta. Atlas se supone que es la mierda esa, la caja. No tengo ni puta idea del Borderlands, pero es la caja esa que tiene como vida, que se llama Atlas. Es la voz de este, entonces.
I don't want to say what we're filming, but it's lots of blood, lots of guts. It's totally bonkers, but it's also very Borderlands. I have learned how to twirl a Vlad off.
You know what? I think we should. Let me show this.
Yeah, we can show that.
This is
the stunt.
¿No te imaginas que dispara de verdad y mata a alguien? Ah, mira, el arma pero en el juego. Joder, es que me mola un montón la estética. Artísticamente el Borderlands mola un montón. ¿Eh?
¿No se acordaban de que la tenían recargada?
¿Kate Blanchett también? Está bueno.
Matan a alguien importante de ahí.
¡Hostia, el jefe del juego!
I saw, everyone thinks of Kate from Blue Jasmine or Carol, all the things she's done. In House of the Clock and the Swallows, I saw how unbelievably funny she was. And I noticed that she brought out the great dramatic acting in Jack Black, and Jack brought out the great comedy in Kate. She was so into it, she wants to really, understand it from the inside out, like what are the powers, where do they come from?
It's wild to watch her walk like Lilith. That blew my mind. She's totally done it.
We want to make a real great science fiction movie. We don't want to just make a great video game adaptation movie. I just want it to be a great,
that's the key,
great you just have to make a great sci-fi movie, period.
And it's really come to life. So for Borderlands fans who play the video game, if you have people in your lives that you want to introduce to Borderlands but aren't going to play the game with you, this movie's how you do it. You can bring your family, your loved ones, bring them to the movie and introduce them to Borderlands. They're going to love it.
We want this to be like a gateway.
El coñazo de las conferencias es la cantidad de tiempo que se tiran hablando y presentando 2 minutos de tráiler. Y luego seguramente la conferencia de mañana de Xbox que World Premiere terminará, World Premiere terminará, World Premiere, así como 25 veces. Y luego saldrá el pavo hablando, bueno, ¿qué os ha parecido nuestro...? Ah, por cierto, espérate, que tenemos otros 25 más, World Premiere, World Premiere, así. Así se tirará.
Florian's playing Creed.
Florian is killing it.
Ariana is Tiny Tina.
Veremos mañana la conferencia de
A las 7:30 hemos dicho, ¿no?
7.
Ah, a las 7.
Bueno, no sé si a las 7 o a las 7:30, pero sí, más o menos sobre esa hora, sí.
Yo voy a ir a la piscina a las 7:30.
Creo que es a las 7. Empieza. El...
Por cierto, tienes que mirar lo de Twitch, que pone que está jugando al Fortnite.
Ah, que estoy jugando al Fortnite. Buah, soy brutalísimo, ¿verdad? Se me ha olvidado cambiar la categoría.
Me da cuenta antes y se me había pasado.
Vale, ya está en eventos. No pasa, tampoco nos vamos a morir. Estoy retransmitiendo Fortnite, no os preocupéis. Mira, el stand... Uy. Mira, lo ves, ¿no? Ya, la Scarlett Johansson. Lo vendo con el... O sea, lo vendo, me refiero a Hugh Jackman con el pelo largo. Me imagino que estaría rodando la de Van Helsing ahí. Por el pelo largo. Porque es raro ver a Hugh Jackman con el pelo largo, no por otra cosa. Y la única película entre comillas que conozco que se ha dejado el pelo largo fue la de Van Helsing. Tiene alguna que otra, pero con pelucas y tal, pero el pelo suyo fue con Van Helsing. Mira, utilizan un Real Engine. ¿Eso parece el Maya? Randy Pitchford se llama.
Pitchford.
Es una marca de Ford y es el pitch de un jugador de estos de
béisbol.
De béisbol, es un pitch.
De voleibol,
And I mean, I'd probably beat you up for like 2 years plus.
Oh yeah, we called it dating for 2 years.
Yeah, exactly. I remember. You remember? We were dating for years. Yes, and but we did a deal.
Ahora esta gente te hace una conferencia de media hora solamente presentándote cosas del Borderlands. Ya está.
El Borderlands.
No te presenta otra cosa nada más que Borderlands. El Godfall salió, o sea, lo presentaron, salió y desde entonces hasta día de hoy yo no he vuelto a oír nada más de ese juego, ¿eh? ¿Habrá muerto ese juego ya?
En realidad nunca existió, fue una mentira.
Porque realmente desde que salió no he oído ni DLCs, ni actualizaciones, no he oído nada. Es como si el juego hubiese muerto, literalmente.
Mira, el follow.
Quieren intentar ser graciosos cuando lo que nos interesa a todo el mundo en estas conferencias es ver videojuegos. Quieren intentar ser graciosos, no son graciosos. Quiero ver videojuegos. Quiero ver trailers, gameplays, anuncios de juegos nuevos, pero no gente hablar. A mí no me interesa la gente hablar.
Y mañana te vas a cansar.
Adiós.
Adiós.
¿Qué ha pasado?
Yo no sé.
¿No?
Ha sonado el SD que sale del disco.
¿Ya?
No pasa nada.
Bien, así le gusta.
Make sure you check out Borderlands Science. By solving the puzzles, you can contribute to real-world research studying the human gut microbiome. For you freshmen in the audience, here's our leading scientist, Maya.
De momento llevamos 10 minutos y solamente han presentado Borderlands. Solo.
Esos juegos,
You'll be directly helping our scientists organize and compare this doo-doo.
I'm the conductor of the poop train! With Borderlands Science, you too can be the conductor of the poop train. And while you'll reap in-game rewards when you play, the real reward is knowing that you're making the world a better place. GEARBOX University. We're not even charging tuition for this.
Alpha Tech from Homeworld Remaster Collection.
In the mid-90s, it would be the first ever truly 3D RTS.
Wow. ¿Cómo se llama? ¿Rob Cunningham se llamaba? Sí, Rob Cunningham.
So that was a big deal in, the late 90s.
Homeworld 3, ahora en producción. Hostia, a este le enseñaron...
Sí, es el RPG.
Sí, el Wonderlands. Este le vimos en la primera, en la del Summer Game Fest. Que tiene buena pinta, pero a mí artísticamente el Wonderlands. Artísticamente el Borderlands me mola por el cel shading. Y este tiene buena pinta. Dragones.
Es cuando te dije yo, mazmorras y dragones.
Pero no, es Wonderlands. El unicornio.
Con
el poder del arco. ¿Eh?
Con una cresta que no veas.
Wonderlands. Está rota la señora esa. 2022.
Claro.
Quick question.
Murámonos por dentro.
Yeah, right.
Está todo para 2021, la manera me parece.
Hi, I'm Kayla Belmore, and I'm senior producer on Tiny Tina's Wonderlands.
Tiny Tina's Wonderlands.
So what's really unique about Wonderlands is it's a looter shooter, which is pretty classic for Gearbox software, but for the first time ever, we're setting it in a brand new fantasy environment. Even though it's inspired by some of the content we've made before with Assault on Dragon's Keep, a fan favorite. Roll for initiative, suckers! It's a completely standalone plot, a new set of characters with some nods to the
O sea, que este juego es de la señora esta, ¿no? Prácticamente.
You can absolutely jump right in and enjoy it just as much.
Interesante.
We're absolutely excited to talk about all of our new enemy types. So that is one of our wyvern enemies. You will absolutely be fighting them. They're not your average wyvern.
El enemigo principal serán dragones, pero luego hay dragones.
Definitely can't have a fantasy game without goblins, but
Pero es que he visto que dragones.
make them our own. Thank you so
Y ya
much,
está.
everybody. I hope that you are as stoked as we are about Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. Follow us on our social channels to
Nah, a mí el que me interesa de los dragones es el Age of Ashes, ese que salió, que podías montar dragones. Es que no me acuerdo cómo se llama, el problema. ¿2003? Joder.
Here we are years later, and we keep looking at like, well, Homeworld 3, this has to happen.
Interesante, otra vez el mismo anuncio, pues si te lo has perdido antes. Ya, el Trials of Midgard. ¿Cómo se llama? ¿Trials of Midgard? ¿O Trials? Es que no me acuerdo cómo se llama. Gente rara matando cosas. Nah, este era el Trials o el Sé que empezaba por T. No sé qué de Midgard.
You must protect the seed of Yggdrasil at all costs, or this world and everything in it will be destroyed forever. So take heed. Ahead things rise when the sun sets. Destroy these dark spirits before they destroy the seed. Each victorious knight makes way for a new day, to venture into new lands, build to greater heights, and face fiercer creatures. And with great risk comes great rewards. But be careful. You're of little use to Midgard squashed by a troll.
Bueno, que este ya le vimos también en el Summer Game Fest.
And grow the strength of your tribe, because those giants are on their way. And it's time for us to end their path of destruction. Let's show them our might is greater than their height. As the saying goes.
Hombre, tiene buena pinta.
Can't wait.
Tribes, vale. Tribus de la tierra. Y en vez de poner tierra, te han puesto Midgard para que quede mejor. Oh, wow. Si haces el preorden en Play 5 Play 4 tienes cosméticos. Wow.
We're just under 2 months away from finally launching our upcoming 10-player co-op action
Mira,
RPG.
tiene un mini vikingo ahí atrás. Parece Eivor, por cierto. Empieza siendo un putísimo mierda y al final te acabas convirtiendo en el ser más poderoso de este juego. ¿Tiene una camiseta de runas? ¿De runas nórdicas?
You can also upgrade and fortify your village, because each night, creatures from hell will emerge from the depth to attack your tree.
Creo que he visto que tenía una camiseta de runas nórdicas.
To raid enemy camps, dwell in caves, take part in events, go on quests, build anywhere, and of course, loot countless items to gain experience and level up your Viking. We now have 8 classes in the game, each with their own abilities, specificities, and playstyle. As you gain experience, you level up to unlock even more skills, which you can then combine.
Un juego prácticamente en el que tienes que ir subiendo de nivel para desbloquear skills más poderosas y lo que había dicho yo antes de que lo dijesen ellos.
Every couple of days, a giant will emerge and walk towards your village with the intent of destroying the seed of Yggdrasil.
Y por alguna cosa que todavía seguimos sin entender, hay seres sobrenaturales gigantes.
You can of course play Tribes of Midgard completely on your own.
Un juego de supervivencia, pero hay seres gigantes y cosas demoníacas que salen del suelo, que se arrastran.
In the meantime, you can already pre-order the game right now to earn exclusive items and be among the first to defend Midgard against Ragnarok.
Ah, sale el 27 de julio, sale ya.
As they say, Valhalla can wait. Thanks for watching.
At Gearbox University, it's not all textbooks and calculators. Sometimes we like to kick back and have a little fun. A good sense of humor is of vital importance if you want to succeed in these halls. Here's a list of sensible wisecracks you might hear when you're exploring our campus. Why did the tribe of Midgard cross the road? To get to the Thor side. Knock knock. Who is there? The commando. The commando who? I don't know. What are you asking me for?
¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? No entiendo por qué ponen eso en mitad de la conferencia.
Como en la conferencia del Wolsom, ¿vale? Durante 3 veces dijeron no sé qué de un país de estos que lo está pasando chungo. De esto de Siria, bueno, Siria, algún país de estos chungos, ¿vale? Que lo está pasando mal. 3 veces. En mitad de una conferencia de videojuegos, ¿qué coño pinta un anuncio de ese estilo? Que lo que digo, que me parece bien que lo quieran poner para recaudar fondos porque lo están pasando mal. Vale, perfecto. Hasta ese punto no le quito la razón a nadie. Pero coño, estamos viendo una conferencia de videojuegos, ¿no? ¿Qué tiene que ver esto aquí ahora? No me digas más. Godfall para Play 5. Free PS5 Upgrade included, ¿ves? ¡Wow! El mismo juego a 60 FPS o a 120, dependiendo del monitor que tengas. He dicho endgame. No. Que puede ser todo lo que tú quieras el Godfall, pero es que a mí no me llama para nada. Muy guay, todo lo que tú quieras, pero a mí no termina de llamarme este juego.
Joder, este juego es la leche.
No me termina de... No me termina de llamar a mí. Estupendo y a quien le guste. A mí no me llama. No sé por qué, pero no me llama. Oh Dios, fuego y oscuridad.
Greetings everyone. My name is Dick Hayne and I'm the Senior Technical Producer at Counterplay Games. First and foremost, on behalf of everyone at CPG and Gearbox alike, I want to thank you for being part of Godfall's journey up until this point. It's crazy to think that Godfall just launched in November of last year. Our developers have been hard at work ever since. In fact, this past February, we launched the massive Primal update, which included new content such as additional rooms in Tower of Trials, Primal gear, Ascension levels, and much, much more. But I'm excited to announce today that on August 10th, we will be launching Godfall on the PlayStation 4. Not only that, but owning Godfall on the PS4 entitles you to a free PS5 upgrade, and we will support cross-gen play, so PS4 and PS5 users can seamlessly co-op together. And if you've been struggling in the Ascended Tower of Trials, don't worry, we're adding matchmaking. But really, matchmaking and the PS4 edition are just the tip of the iceberg because we are so excited to launch our first ever expansion, which we've entitled Fire and Darkness. Fire and Darkness will take players into the Fire Realm for the first time ever, where they'll be met with new challenges, enemies, bosses, trophies, cosmetics, and so much more. But alongside Fire and Darkness, we're also releasing a free content update, which we're calling the Lightbringer Update. The main component of the Lightbringer Update is a new endgame loop, which we're calling Lightbringer. In Lightbringer, players will fight off the darkness that threatens Empyreon and be rewarded with a new loot type, Cursed Loot. Cursed Loot will challenge the player to complete particular objectives in order to lift the curse and awaken them. Basically, if you thought Primal gear was tough, you ain't seen nothing yet. And then, of course, we want to make fashion the forefront of Godfall, so we have added a huge library of cosmetics to both the Lightbringer update and the expansion alike.
Te están contando cosas del Godfall como si no supiésemos de qué va ya, ¿sabes?
Thank you so much for your time today. It is an honor to be speaking here, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your E3.
There's a really unique tone.
Otra vez el Homeworld este de mierda. Madre mía, 3 veces que lo han anunciado ya.
It's not a prequel, it's not a remaster, it is Homeworld 3, it is the next Homeworld.
Qué pesadilla.
We're glad you've chosen Gearbox University
La sitcom,
for your
otra
higher
vez.
education endeavors. As you
Hemos retrocedido 30 años en el
don't
tiempo.
forget to try out our extracurricular activities. Show off your shutterbug talents in the photography club. Make lasting connections in our chapter houses. Or if you're a boring person, you can always
Me molaría
try
que
out the
hiciesen
debate team. We also have sporting events.
un filtro como el que acaban de enseñar del Borderlands, pero quitando todo el cel shading. O sea, que se viese sin cel shading el juego. ¿Cómo coño se tiene que ver eso?
Be sure to follow us on social media,
No sé.
where you'll occasionally
Veremos.
find free shift codes as well as news and announcements about our latest scholastic offerings. Gearbox University, we can shape your future, because thinking for yourself is hard. Now, go buy all our games.
We're back. I hope you guys had an awesome presentation from all the Gearbox games in development and Gearbox publishing products coming.
Creo que ha acabado ya. Creo.
I'm standing outside Kevin Hart's trailer door. I'm just gonna. You guys want to meet him? I think he wants to meet you guys. Let's see if he wants. Hey Kevin, you got a minute? Borderlands fans,
Pero bueno.
meet Kevin Hart.
¡Queda la otra!
El retaco este.
¡Queda la otra partida!
Pretty pumped up right now to meet you guys. Randy, you should tell them actually how big I am in person.
Kevin Hart.
I'm 6'3" and
yeah, they can get a good grasp of how much height I put on for this.
Ah, que hace de él, pavo este. Roland.
Dude, you are
Mira.
freaking awesome. Like, I don't like you don't understand. Like you're a freaking action hero.
Thank you, man.
This is amazing watching you work.
You know
you're
what?
blowing my mind.
I'm going to say I'll one up you. I'll say it's amazing for me to have the opportunity to portray the character of Roland, of course, who you're very familiar with, because this is your creation. I think the biggest and best thing is the surprise that you guys are
Curious.
in for. Because you got no idea what I'm doing or how I'm doing or why I'm doing it. You got no idea the level that I came in at. You got no idea how much preparation I decided to put into this particular character in this role. You got no idea. You got no idea. You don't even know what's under this jacket.
Pero bueno.
It's metal! You got no idea. My job is to come in, not only be prepared, but to shock. And I think right now this is what we're doing.
We are doing it. I've seen some.
Siempre tienen las mismas pintas,
It's intense.
No one's ever seen you like this.
No cambia.
No, I can honestly say, man, Eli is doing such a phenomenal
¿Por qué va a cambiar?
job.
It's also fun to work with him. Like,
Es un retaco al lado del Dwayne Johnson, por ejemplo.
You got an amazing cast. Kate, Jamie,
Súper pequeñito. ¿Qué medirá? ¿Unos 70 o algo así, ¿sabes?
No sé.
Comparado con el otro que mide casi 2 putos metros. Eclipsa, ¿sabes? El otro eclipsa. Te pones a su lado y te eclipsa.
You guys
Se queda
know
parado.
love this world.
Ah,
I
bueno.
promise you, you're going to be in complete awe when you see how real we have made it become from a place of visual. You know, you're going to believe that you're in this place with us. So,
wow,
I
you're
couldn't
making me
be more
cry,
happy.
man.
It's dope. It's dope,
Your
man.
eyes are well.
Bueno,
Hey, thank you, man. Hey, I appreciate you taking a minute to introduce yourself to our fans.
No problem. I'm going back in here in the
All
weight
right,
room.
I'll see you later.
I got a weight room in here. Just rolling lifts weights in between takes. You'll know why later. Take it easy, man.
Take it easy, Kevin. Thanks, man. Holy crap, you guys! I can't wait for you to see this movie. It won't be long, but we still got a lot.
Y el otro que se mete
a
ahí.
little bit more than halfway done with production. And but you know what?
Te das cuenta que la caravana
Gearbox,
tenía
all
escaleras
great
hacia
people
arriba,
that
¿verdad?
created this universe that I'm here representing on behalf of all the talent. at
El
Gearbox.
Unreal. ¿Eso es el Unreal Engine
We're making
5?
new stuff. So check this out, and I'll see you guys soon. Cheers, everybody.
Parecía el Unreal Engine 5 por la perspectiva del... Creo que ha acabado, ¿eh? Por la perspectiva de cómo estaba la interfaz, parecía el Unreal Engine 5.
Vamos a ver un Real Engine.
Hombre, ya que esta gente utiliza el Unreal para casi la mitad de sus juegos, me imagino que deberán ya empezar a utilizar el 5. Y deduzco que el Wonderlands utilizará el 5.
¿Crees que me pongo en modo tryhard en el Fortnite y ganaré?
¿Eh?
¿Crees que si me pongo modo tryhard en el Fortnite ganaré?
No sé, tú sabrás. Pues no ha estado mal. Ahora me queda la de Guerrilla.
Ah, es verdad.
Guerrilla Collective.
Todo gris. No hay colores en este juego.
Vale, ¿cómo podemos ver...? ¿Habrán puesto el de guerrilla aquí? ¿O lo habrán puesto todo en general, los Game Awards? Guerrilla Collective. Es que esta no me dio tiempo a verla al principio. ¿Habrá salido aquí ya? Mira, este es el juego que ha presentado Ubisoft. Está hecho con el motor Snowdrop, que es el de The Division.
Oh, wow.
Atento, deja de jugar.
Bien. ¿Cuánto habrán tardado en hacerlo?
Hombre, contando que utiliza el Snowdrop bastante. Porque el de Division 1, ¿cuándo salió? ¿En 2016? ¿2015? Pues imagínate desde ese punto, que es cuando anunciaron que el motor es Snowdrop, pues imagínate. Desde más o menos, pues eso, 2014, 2015.
Ah, bueno. Que también está en esto.
En teoría, supuestamente va a ser en primera persona el juego.
Qué malo puede ser que en primera persona. A ver, me dan ganas de verlo otra vez.
Bueno, ya sabes cómo es Ubisoft haciendo mundos, pues imagínate.
Bueno, madre mía. ¿Con qué esos camiones? Bueno, en 2022. Madre mía.
Vale, ahí tenemos. Ahí está la conferencia de eso, aunque pone 27 minutos, pero como este directo a mí no me dio tiempo a verlo, pues lo vamos ahora a saltar. Vengo en un segundo.
Dime.
A ver, vamos a avanzar esto. A ver qué presentan aquí en Guerrilla. Paso. Uy. Me han sobrado patatas de la cena, así que voy a aprovechar.
Pues mira.
I'm so happy to be here. I'm your host, Justin Woodward, co-founder of The Mix, the Media Indie Exchange, an indie game team in Terabang Entertainment. I am with my co-host and beautiful friend, Alex Wilmer.
Oh, you're beautiful, Justin.
What's happening?
I'm thrilled to be back.
Es que esta compañía no me dio tiempo a verlo.
So many great games on day one. I'm very excited to see what we have in store for day two.
So much good stuff. Last week, we flexed on you with some dope games from Neon Doctrine, saved some cuties in the Eternal Cylinder, and showcased some up-and-coming games from Bit Summit, as well as brought diversity to the mix, pun intended, with black voices in gaming. The Guerrilla Collective is a grassroots movement, funded and supported by devs and close partners down for the cause. It was initially started as a global coalition of leading game studios, publishers, and industry leaders coming together to help bring new announcements, gameplay, and reveals from studios of all sizes direct to game enthusiasts, all of you guys worldwide. We will continue the movement today, starting with a few announcements, exclusives, and premieres, and then connect with our friends at Wholesome Direct to share the latest and greatest cozy games that will give you the warm and fuzzies all over your body. Before we get started, though, we have to give a huge shout out to our sponsors, and this is quite a mouthful. Shout outs to Good Shepherd, Humble Games, Tiny Build, PlayStation, Xbox, Kickstarter, Razer, Astro Gaming, our fellow devs and publishers, Two Awesome Studio, Akupara Games, All In Games, Goblin Studio, Graffiti Games, Head Up, Hype Train Digital, Neon Doctrine, Raw Fury, Thunderful, and White Thorn
Pues unos cuantos sponsors.
Good job.
I did it.
And we've also teamed up with Valve to showcase the games on Steam in order to support these devs. So be sure to check out the Guerrilla Collective event page on Steam, where you can learn more about these games, buy the games that are available now, and add the games to your wish list for games that are not yet out. So check out Steam event page, which is on the Guerrilla Collective website, guerrillacollective.com. I barely made it through that.
It was good. Shout out to our broadcasting partners for supporting and hosting the stream. Twitch, Steam, IGN, and GameSpot. If it wasn't for your guys' help, this would not have been possible. But enough lip smacking and yakking. Let's get started with a few brand new exclusive indie titles and an update from a game that we're all looking forward to checking out. I know you can't wait. Can you?
Nope.
Definitely not. Let's go.
Aragami 2, pero bueno.
Hi everyone, I'm Gina, community manager at Lintheworks.
Vaya, Aragami 2.
To be able to show you this gameplay sneak peek of Aragami 2,
Me
our
suena.
second game, arriving September
Yo me pasé el
17th
1.
on PC,
Sí,
Xbox One
por eso me
Series,
sonaba.
PlayStation 4, and PlayStation 5. Aragami 2 is a third-person stealth game where you play as an assassin with the power to control the shadows.
Hostia, pues cuando salga me lo tendré que pasar, como me pasé el 1 y me gustó además bastante.
La señora que está hablando no es inglesa.
¿Eh?
Que la señora que está hablando no es inglesa.
The main pillars of Aragami 2 are stealth in its core, all new combat mechanics, and a robust co-op multiplayer system. This goes along with a newly designed character progression, customization, and a wide variety of abilities and shadow powers, so each player can live this new story in their own way. Stealth is the heart of Aragami 2, and we wanted the player to actually
Parece que han mejorado mucho.
to be fast and agile, to use the environment in its favor, and the shadow powers to feel more organic. Now you can navigate through the map in a more fast and responsive way. You can double jump, you can use dash and
Ha
shadow
mejorado
anywhere
muchísimo
in
con
the
respecto
air.
al 1.
You can hold onto walls and ledges.
Mira.
The whole experience of character movement is fun and gratifying. We also introduced special stealth covers, so now the character can interact with the special props, like tall grass, bushes and other vision occluding areas, in order to acquire special stealth behaviors and permitting contextual kills and KOs.
Uno menos.
Vale, este sí me interesa ya para empezar.
As for the shadow powers, we maintain some of the original ones and added a bunch more, as well as abilities and items. Let's now check out some combat. Since
el combate.
is a stealth game, we challenge ourselves to create a combat system based on supernatural ninja skills, which also encourages stealth over brute force. We thought the best way to achieve this was to give our
Parece que han mejorado el
character
combate
agile,
también.
skillful movement, which empowers subterfuge and stealth
Eso mola.
assault instead
Eso mola
of
un
a
montón.
lot of strength. And also reinforcing the feeling of being outnumbered.
Tiene pinta de los típicos combates como el del Sekiro.
And that's all for now.
Rollo
Thanks for watching.
rollo que no es, el Sekiro, por ejemplo, no es pegar como Dark Souls, es más táctico, ¿no? Es en plan de cuando te pegan, hacerle el para hacerle el parry y tal, me refiero más. O sea que está bastante bien, han mejorado entonces el combate a melee. Eso está bastante guay. ¿Y esto? Pero bueno.
Ah, bueno.
Eres un... ¿Cómo se llama bombero en inglés? ¿Cómo se llama? Fighter... Fighter o algo así. Creo que se decía, como luchador del fuego. Eres un putísimo bombero. Madre mía. El problema es que es en scroll lateral.
Ya, tío, eso ya me corta el rollo.
Me mola, porque me mola, pero el que sea un juego ya en scroll lateral me rompe por 25 sitios diferentes. Pero bueno, tiene buena pinta, lo puedo probar. Es que mira eso.
Mola.
O sea, tiene pinta de que va a ser súper divertido. Llegará alguna pantalla en la que no podré pasármela y me tiraré 25 veces y me cagaré. Fire Girl. Hack and Splash. Rescue. Steam. Mola, mola. Venga, otro. ¿Y esto?
Esto tiene una porcenta.
An Epic Stiffy. Joder, no me tengo que poner. ¿Por qué sabe mejor las cinemáticas que el propio gameplay del juego? Me encanta. Gothra se llama. Está bien, tiene su punto este estilo de juego. Es un roguelike. Sí, es un roguelike. Bueno, pues otro más. Verán mañana en la de Xbox. Xbox y Bethesda.
Es que...
Bethesda tiene que presentar algo del Elder Scrolls 6, un tráiler cinemático, un gameplay lo dudo, pero algo cinemático, algo que digas, hostia, vale, que todavía sigue ahí. Y Xbox, pues no sé, Xbox presentará un montón de cosas de los estudios que tiene comprado. Y lo digo, Bethesda tiene que presentar algo del Elder Scrolls, algo de Fallout, seguramente.
Alguna expansión nueva para Fallout.
Y algún otro juego que tenga Bethesda, rollo Dishonored 3, puede ser, por ejemplo. Manita. ¿Cómo se llama? District 29, parece Londres. Por la estética de esa del metro. Batora. Los Haven. Ok. Venga, otro juego. Nada. Venga. Esto es lo que veremos mañana en la conferencia, solo que antes del juego pondrán World Premiere. Mañana te lo juro que me voy a traer la botella esa de alcohol que cualquiera que tenga por ahí, cada vez que digan World Premiere, chupito. Se parece a la Agony. ¿Agony 2? Ahora es un God of War nuevo. Que le está absorbiendo todos los pelos de la lengua. Pero bueno. Coño es esta mierda. Agony 2. Más sexual que el primero. Grime.
A mí también me da grima y no te digo algo.
Ok. ¿Sabes cuál? ¿Sabes qué juego tiene que salir mañana en la de Xbox?
Dime.
El Scorn. Si sale ese juego, victoria royal. Pero tío, ¿qué coño le pasa al mechón este del pelo? Que se va todo el rato para adelante. Mira, cáncer. Da pulsito, si te acercas ahí te hace pulsito.
Que turbio.
¿Y qué hemos visto realmente de este juego? Dos personas haciendo el delicioso y una cosa asquerosa que se ha transformado en un ser raro.
Pues eso.
Ya está. Ok. Madre mía, esto parece un Quake. Esto parece un Quake, pero Quake, ¿eh?
Hello, my name's Josh Sullivan and I'm a designer on BPM.
Capturado en Play 4.
BPM is a roguelike rhythm first-person
Sí, se
shooter
nota que
game
es Play
where
4.
all of your actions and the actions of your enemies are tied to the beat of our epic rock opera soundtrack.
Se nota sobre todo en el movimiento.
Everything you do in BPM is tied to the beat of the music. This includes shooting and reloading your weapon. See how satisfying that sounds? Your goal is to reach the
¿Por qué
end
coño
of
está
our
disparando a la
procedurally
nada?
generated dungeons, collecting different weapons, abilities,
Lo ha dicho
and
para que
items
se vea
each
el
time you
recargado.
play. These weapons and abilities can radically
Ya,
alter
el
the
casco
way
de
you
Loki,
play,
pero ¿qué hace ahí?
making each playthrough unique. As the enemies are also tied to the beat of the music, fighting them can become an epic rhythm battle, making you the
Ha
player
dicho que depende
feel
de,
like you're
de cómo
taking
dispares,
part
así
in
va a
the
ser la
soundtrack
música.
itself through your
Cuidado,
actions. Clearing each room will
O sea, cada vez que
reward you
dispares
with
vas a hacer el sonidito ese para el tema de la música. Vale, mola, eso mola.
Esto me va a gustar a mí muchísimo.
Each floor has either an armory or a library, where you can buy cool
Cuidado que se
new
vuelve loco el
weapons
perro.
or find exciting, game-changing abilities that make slaying enemies to the beat even more satisfying. You can also find shops to purchase useful items for your run.
Ah, que puedes cambiarlo. Ahora es un pollo.
cannot
¡Es un
pet
chocobo!
bird. Maybe next time though. Each
Está como
floor
una
has its
sala,
own
¿eh?
boss and attacks in a unique way that you must learn to exploit if you want to succeed.
Este juego en PC tiene que ser una barbaridad. ¿Ves? Dependiendo de cómo dispares, así va a ser la música. Vale, eso mola. Que la música sea parte del juego, que no esté simplemente por ambiente, eso mola un montón.
Finishing off a boss is a dramatic musical crescendo that you, the player, are in full control of executing.
¿Ves? Mola un montón.
BPM is
Que la
out
música
now on
sea
PC,
parte también
but
del
is
propio
coming to
juego, eso
PlayStation
mola
4
un montón.
and Xbox One this summer. We can't wait to see you slay the hordes of Helheim to the beat.
Se ha puesto tenso.
Ah, que el juego se llama así, vale, por minute.
Sí, claro, lo ha puesto antes.
No, pensaba que era algún tipo de empresa o algo. Bueno, un scroll lateral. ¿Por qué los juegos píxeles son tan monos?
Dios, qué vicio de juego tiene que ser eso.
Puede tener rollo Metroidvania, ¿eh? Cuidado.
Tío, la gente es que está grilladísima a la cabeza.
Pero bueno. ¿Que peleas, que peleas contra Mary Poppins?
Sí lo sé, sí sé que me estás viendo.
Uy. Akatori. Pues Akatori. Exclusive. Violencia, sangre. Humble Bundle.
La música. Bueno, otro vicio. ¿Cómo lo va a jugar esto el gato?
Esto me recuerda un montón. Esto me recuerda un montón al The Binding of Isaac. Bueno, The Binding of Isaac, Enter the Gungeon. Ah, que tiene cooperativo encima.
¡Hola! ¡Qué barbaridad!
Estamos en la época de los RPG ahora. Pixelados.
¡Qué vicio!
Ahora es Enter the Gungeon 2. Archibald. Falta una I. Archibald, falta una I.
Hello, I'm Saul Davidson.
And I'm Hannah Lee, and we are Humble Grove.
Hola, soy no sé quién. Hola, soy no sé quién. Wow. Ok.
No Longer Home is a story game about graduating university and anticipating what comes next, while struggling with borders, self-identity, and longing for domesticity.
In No Longer Home, you play as non-binary protagonists Bones Out, who are based off Cell and myself. You'll explore an intimate flat filled with everyday objects, delve into Bonedow's thoughts and insights, and mold your interpretation of the characters through branching, multiple-choice dialogue.
The events in this game are based off our own experiences, and many of the characters and stories are based off people we know in real life. At the time, we were feeling disillusioned with education. Disoriented and not sure what to do next, Bo and Al try to figure out their place in the world.
Making this project, we wanted to celebrate the magic of everyday domestic mundanity, like having barbecues, playing video games, and staying up late just talking in bed.
Hannah and I started work on No Longer Home 6 years ago, after we graduated university. We met on the same course, and during the last year, we moved in together.
After graduation, I unfortunately had to go back to Japan. How do you say goodbye to a place? We started making No Longer Home as a way to stay in touch, but it rapidly grew as we realized how much we had to talk about and all the feelings we had to process. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. No Longer Home will be launching later this year, so please don't forget to wishlist on Steam.
No Longer Home.
Man, our Origami 2 is looking so fantastic. I need some of that stealth action in my life.
Yep, and Fire Girl, that looks pretty unique too. Up next, we have some magic and swordplay popping off in the next segment with an update from a bona fide classic and a new entry in the hybrid puzzle and strategy realm. Guard your loot and upgrade your boots, because we're about to slap you in the face with a spike ball mace.
Bars.
Ah, bueno.
Otro más. Bloodborne 2. Ahora isométrico. Esto es muy Bloodborne, ¿eh? Mira, la sangre, la estética, todo es muy inspirado en Bloodborne. Temática gótica.
Bloodborne 8 bits.
Me parto, ahora se llama Bloodborne. Me parto yo solo. Qué barbaridad. Mira, una snack. ¡Hola! Pero bueno. Hunt the Night. Caza a la noche. Venga, otro. Cuidado. Un que burgo. Cuidado. Cuidado otra vez. Pero bueno.
No, sí, están saliendo juegos divertidos.
Andemos de momento, esta conferencia, que es la única que me he perdido, están siendo bastante interesantes los juegos. Ya tiene cosillas que no me mola esto. Black Book. World Premiere, bueno. Algo que no se ha visto nunca. Bueno, un roguelike. ¿Qué sé?
Ah, bueno.
Este es un World Premiere. No, no lo pongas como World Premiere. Mira, si estás jugando al Candy Crush versión ordenador. Ahora te pone ahí, es mentira, es un Battle Royale. Me parto, ¿sabes?
¿Qué quieres que te diga? A mí me están encantando.
Es que a mí este estilo de juego no me gustan los de móviles, me gusta menos el ordenador, ¿sabes? Demon's Mirror. El espejo de los demonios. Pues muy bien. Pues otro juego más. Que a ver, que tiene que haber de todo. A todo el mundo no le gusta todo, ¿verdad? Bueno, Perfect World. Cryptic. Mira, Dungeons and Dragons. Fíjate.
Stylish and flamboyant, the bard uses the magic of music to defeat their enemies and cure their allies. This twisting of song and magic created a versatile gameplay opportunity we felt was compelling.
El poder de este señor es tocar la música.
Whether dazzling their enemies with dancing lights, weaving in and out of the fray, or
Toca la
collecting
música
a
para
freezing symphony
crear.
of combat, the bard
Ese
never
será un
shies
bardo.
away from pulling out their instruments to string a few notes
Míralo,
together.
un bardo.
No matter what is needed, a bard is
Su
always
poder,
ready
su
to
poder
take
es
center stage
llevar el
and
amor a todo el mundo.
And when the day is
Mediante la
done,
música.
their enemies defeated and their allies safe, the bard becomes a source of entertaining ballads and jingles that recount their
Pues
tales
mola
of
un
triumph.
huevo el juego
With
este,
that, we have reached the last crescendo.
Bueno.
But fret not, for we are not at the finale
Pero
just
lo
yet.
jugamos como.
There is more to this ballad that will be
Para
revealed
jugar
within
a
the next
esto me
few
voy al
months.
Black Desert
So
y me lío
please,
más con toda la
stay tuned.
interfaz. Está bien.
Ah, ese es el Neverwinter.
¿Es el Neverwinter? Ah, pues sí, es el Neverwinter. Class Bart coming soon. Okay. Ya, que ya no, dices, ¿no?
No,
And I would like to show you a new gameplay video which shows you controls of the game, a procedural generation used in the game, shows you some areas, bit of combat, and perhaps a new thing or two that you didn't see in the trail.
Venga, otro.
Pues están con los juegos de puzzles ahora.
No, pero ¿no te has dado cuenta que todo lo que están presentando son así de píxeles, RPG, isométricos y tal? Estamos en lo estamos en lo que te he dicho, estamos en la época de jugar juegos en bits.
Claro, lo que se estaba perdiendo, pues lo vuelven a sacar.
En fin.
Y que GT Capo me parece bien, ¿sabes?
Así me voy a quedar.
And there are many different weapons in Loot River, and each is useful in different scenarios and has different properties, and you can do different stuff with. Let's go to the first combat area now, the Sunken Village. It's the first area where you already need to navigate these platforms that we saw before, and you do it by standing on the platform and dragging it with the right, upwards, downwards, or in any direction you want. And let's approach these enemies up now. Lure them onto our platform, yeah, one by one, if you will. Or what we could do instead is just like charge right in and do some heavy attacks and hope for the best. But that's usually not the best idea, unless you have a large weapon. So instead we could, always like isolate them into.
Te vas a liar con los controles en este juego.
No, nada.
And go for the big guy here instead. It's very dangerous. So what I'm gonna do.
Tiene pinta de ser súper fácil.
Claro, porque como el que está jugando no es un developer y sabe lo que tiene que hacer, ¿no? Mira, hace lo mismo que nosotros. No puedo pasármelo, me lo salto. Le ha hecho un bloqueo.
Perdona, eso dilo por ti.
Por eso. Es un RPG.
Otro.
Sí, porque ponía ahí fuerza, resistencia y todo eso. Un RPG. Así que
pero se podía subir.
Sí. Porque
a lo mejor solo se ve en estadísticas.
No, ponía 10, 10 y tal. Así que me imagino que sí, que lo podrá subir.
Entonces es un RPG.
Cuidado, que se prende. Claro, pelear en un boss con eso, claro.
Yo entiendo, tío, qué pasa en solitario, que hay algunas veces que encuentras a la gente súper rápido y otras veces que tienes que dar 1000 vueltas.
¿Loot-giver? No sé cómo decía eso.
Qué bueno.
Yeah, and Demon Mirror has really great sound.
You're just, dude, you're just saying that because you worked on that game.
Yeah.
So what do we got coming up next?
Up next, we have some dark and sinister titles, starting with a physical release trailer of a gorgeous and deadly first-person action runner. Then we're jumping into a spoof on a beloved stealth classic and ending it with an exclusive trailer from our friends at Raw Fury.
Let's go.
Venga, para Nintendo. Pero bueno, este es el Ghost Runner. Este juego en Nintendo, a la velocidad que tienes que mover este juego en Nintendo, Nintendo explota. La Switch explota con este juego, a la velocidad que te tienes que mover. A la velocidad que te tienes que mover en este juego, la Nintendo Switch explota.
Enough! I'll handle things from here on.
¿Mostrarán gameplay en Nintendo? A ver cómo se ve. Tienes que hacer un perfect en este juego. O sea, si te dan una vez te mueres. Ghost Runner en Nintendo Switch. Se va a romper la Nintendo Switch.
Va a explotar.
A la velocidad que te tienes que mover en ese juego te mueres.
Ah, bueno, la voz de Bloodborne. Con la música de Bloodborne.
Yo tardé 5 horas y pico en pasármelo en PC. Ojo, en PC. Imagínate en una Nintendo Switch.
Claro.
The Light of the Darkness, la luz de la oscuridad. Se llama el juego. Otro RPG, scroll lateral. El objetivo es llegar hasta el Olimpo y matar a los dioses. ¿Cómo va? Pero en scroll lateral.
Uzul adi oscaridue. Orco tescoro. Como origi granda dimes rapado aximes euc vecu centunio oxistinde.
Pues eso mismo.
Eso.
Oh no, an evil fog is corrupting every living creature. There is one that is immune. Who is this mighty hero? A slime?
Pero bueno.
Adorable little slime. Fight against this. This. Or that. Wait, where did it get that sword? Is that a meteor shower? How? Ice breath? When did you get that?
Eres un puto slime.
There are two of them?
Ah, que puedes jugar cooperativo. Me parto.
Slimes can be heroes.
Eso sí es cooperativo, ha dicho Friends. Pero bueno. Mírale, van felices. Van pegando felices. Slime Heroes. Hay que jugarlo.
Puto slime. Ah, bueno.
Heroes, de verdad. No, cállate, que eso es del Overwatch. Pero bueno. Pero bueno. ¿Y esos escenarios en 3D y los personajes en 2D? Pero bueno.
Vamos a decir.
No, si lo que no quieres a día de hoy.
Me parece que te respondido.
I'm so excited we could finally announce PS4 and PS5.
There's a lot of platforms.
Oh yeah, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, Nintendo Switch, Steam, Epic Game Store. Oh.
Basically, you'll be able to play Demon Trip anywhere.
Epic Game Store se va a saturar con tanto juego.
What is Demon Trip exactly?
Como sigan metiendo más,
Take it away.
Este juego va a salir en Epic Game. Este juego va a salir en Epic Game. Madre mía, se va a saturar los servidores, ¿sabes?
Pretty much Jones's place. Tall order, right? And apparently he's been challenging her for a while now. Her best friend Midgie is also part of this epic quest. But enough of all that. Let's check out some gameplay, yo! Sizzle real time.
Bueno. Mola porque los entornos son en 3D, pero los movimientos, el personaje está en 2D, entonces es muy
raro, tío.
Es muy raro visual de ver esto. O sea, me refiero, no estamos acostumbrados a esto en general. ¿Quieres un juego en el que el personaje se mueva así en 2D? Pues te pones un scroll lateral. Pero no mundos en 3D. Uf, es raro, visualmente ya está.
Yanking enemies around, rolling down highways,
soaring through the skies.
Combine it all, and you get to see runs like these from our incredible speedrunning community.
Still blows my mind every time.
Madre mía, si tienes que hacer 20... Pero mira eso, pero bueno. Si se pone mi madre a jugar esto, no llega ni ahí, arriba. Mira, está en 2D el boss. Está en 2D, pero la manita está en 3D. Ok. Pues otro juego más.
Y el ritmo mola, además.
Venga. Exclusive. Vale, creo que todos los juegos que van a enseñar aquí van a ser así, ¿eh? Porque después de... ¿Cuánto llevamos? 1 hora, literalmente. Arieta, despierta.
¿Lo que es? ¿Legend of Zelda o cómo anda?
Un fantasma. ¿Eh?
Que si esto es Legend of Zelda.
No. Miner.
¡Ey, Link!
Pues otro roguelike. Arieta. Of Spirits.
¿Of Spirits?
Spirits.
In 1972, a crack commando unit threw me in a prison for a crime I didn't commit.
You're under arrest for a crime you didn't commit.
Pero bueno.
La música de esa cosa es un poco fea, ¿no?
Es el primer Metal Gear.
Hey, a coin.
Casi.
Hey, buddy, I have no paper. Here you are. You saved my ass, literally.
Pero bueno.
You stole One-Eyed Man's patch? That patch turned out to be handy to create a lethal weapon. What were you gonna shoot? Pebbles? Depleted uranium balls.
Pero bueno.
The sewer was infested with assassins.
Mira, rata.
Felt like I was a huge chunk of cheese.
Who's there? Damn cat. Who's there?
Another cat.
I'm free.
Oye.
Cuidado, el campo de minas. ¡Pos! Ahí va. Oh, ¿qué ha sido eso? Oh, maldito gato. ¿Qué ha sido eso? Otro gato. Eso ha sido muy bueno.
Escúchame.
¿Qué?
Que gana otra partida.
Fíjate.
No sé cuánto llevo ganando.
Ese ha sido muy bueno. ¿Qué ha sido eso? Un gato, un maldito gato. ¿Qué ha sido eso? Otro gato. Soy libre. Espera, espera, el campo de minas. ¡Oh! Vale, ese me ha molado bastante. Un bicho.
Hey, this is Matt, developer of Severed Steel, and I'm here to talk about some cool ways players have been playing the demo I released. So this level, you're typically supposed to kick that door open and deal with all the guys in the hallway. But players found a way to use the arm cannon to carve a hole to the left of the door like you saw, which gets you into this hallway. It's a little bit safer and there's some nice weapons in there. A player did this cool thing where they throw their weapon down the hallway and then fight through the hallway. By the time we're at the end of the hallway, you're low on ammo or you're out of ammo, and you have a loaded weapon ready to go.
Curioso.
When I first saw that, it blew my mind. I thought it was a super cool move. Players have been doing cool stuff with manipulating AI. So you saw I just got wrecked kicking down that door. But if I use the audio perception of the AI to kick a wall, lure them over, you can set up ambushes.
Este juego mola demasiado.
And the hardest difficulty one-shot kills you. So that's been a really useful technique.
Tiene su punto.
There's one stunt in the game that I didn't actually include in the tutorial, and that's the ability to jump and kick off walls. And on my Discord, players have been sharing really crazy footage where in rooms like this with a really high ceiling, they are jumping and kicking off enemies to get loads of airtime.
Que está boca abajo.
Really stylish kills.
Pero bueno.
In the arcade mode, you get points for stylish kills. And getting that airtime and killing enemies upside down really can rack up your
Yo no puedo decir nada, pero este juego
I
mola.
didn't expect players would figure out more advanced stunts like this, but there's a lot of really cool footage of players doing stuff like that.
Como que pegas una patada y rebota.
How players figured that out.
Una cosa muy random,
In one last clip, you could see some content that wasn't featured in the demo. A lot of players asked for enemy outlines to help discern them, so you can see I've added them here. And players asked for a double shotgun, which you see I'm rocking right now. I hope you enjoyed this preview of Severed Steel. It's slated for PC release late summer of this year. And if you like what you saw, definitely give it a wishlist on Steam. If you are a console player, there are also PlayStation 4 and Xbox One
¿He dicho que sale este año?
for shortly after PC. Thanks again.
Severed Steel. Exclusive. A ver. Ah. El Sable.
Ah, mira, el de otra vez.
Parece Star Wars.
Juega un huevo este juego. Qué plaja de que es la música, tío.
Un The Legend of Zelda. Literalmente. Es un The Legend of Zelda.
Thank you so much, Raw Fury, for that special exclusive footage. Up next, we have an exclusive reveal for one of the most bloodiest sprite-based action platformers I have ever seen. We will check in on a dark and beautiful pixel art RPG, help clean up a forensic nightmare, and then we are heading to an update from a mystical masterpiece from one of our Best of the Mix 2020 award winners. Grab your hazmat suit, Alex.
Oh, why?
Because we're about to go in and get grimy.
Let's do it.
Ah, bueno, mira, otro chavito.
Otro del estilo, sí. Ah, vale, luego aquí ya empieza el otro. O sea, más o menos... 1 hora queda. Queda 1 hora de vídeo. Viendo esto.
Hay algunos juegos que están interesantes.
Pero bueno, Pats. Murciélagos. Coronavirus.
Es que son muchos de curro segundo.
Sí, ¿verdad? Pero bueno.
What the fuck? Qué turbio.
Otro roguelite.
Otro juego que va a jugar era ese campo. Un poquito de asquito.
Basura muerta. ¿Y ese señor desnudo? Pero bueno.
Hello, my name is Jacek Głowacki and I'm the head of company development at Broad Distance.
¿Por qué solamente lo escucho por la izquierda?
And we've just celebrated
¿Tú también lo estás escuchando por la izquierda?
Our goal right
Ah,
now
vale.
is to become a fully realized AA studio. My name is Krzysztof Ziomba. I'm a writer and game designer at Broad Distance. We make games with unique stories and visual styles, excellent soundtracks and captivating gameplay. We are known for our Vampire the Masquerade titles and Serial Cleaner. Our next game is its sequel, Serial Cleaners, a stealth action crime story set in 90s and
Le sigo por un lado solo.
Pero bueno.
Ah, bueno.
My name is Mickey Maika, and I lead a team of 30 amazing game developers
Me están poniendo muy nervioso.
3 different projects.
Que se escuche por
is
su
our
lado.
biggest one so far and is set to launch later this year. We've got a good vibe and we're expanding, so come join us on our adventure to the 90s.
El autista. Dibújalo.
¿Y la música?
Bueno, ok.
¿Y por qué ha cambiado tan de golpe?
El juego se llama Serial Cleaners. Tienes que limpiar todas las pruebas. O sea, matas y tienes que limpiar todas las pruebas. Bastante fresco el juego, no me voy a engañar a nadie. Un juego de limpiar tus propias muertes. Como ponía, single player, still action crime history. Eso.
¿Qué cojones?
¿Qué está pasando?
Hello, we are Monaco, and we're a small, very small.
La gente no entiende el copyright.
In Germany. And what you see before you is our very first game, a cinematic platformer called White Shadows.
En scroll lateral.
So, White Shadows is basically a modern Fable. It drops you off in this huge, weird, vertical world that is called the White City, even though it's really, really dark. And in
Realmente durante todo el juego escuchas esta canción para que te motives.
Y ahí con las letras trabaja duro.
Exacto. Bring the play.
Then there's you, little raven girl, trying to change all that.
No, ¿qué haces? Que las estás liberando.
This game is not really a puzzle platformer, it's more of a trip.
It kind of drops you off
Pero
in this
bueno.
really weird world, and if you imagine
Mira, una nave
Tim Burton
extraterrestre.
having a really mean, weird little baby born in 1984,
Pero
then
bueno.
you'd have this game.
It's black and white, it's dark, it has to do with a lot of stuff that is in our world today, and it's also really entertaining.
We, as the developers, think that's really funny, but people who've played it tell us that it's really, really dark. So, you be the judge of that.
El copyright. Así me gusta. Que se sienta ahí. ¿Cómo está Twitch ahí? Está nervioso ahí ya Twitch, ¿eh? A mí me da igual, a mí realmente me la sudo bastante. Si el problema lo tienen ellos, no yo. White Shadows. Sombras blancas. Muerte y destrucción. Hostia, este es el Prince of Persia. Me muero hoy, Ah, parece el Prince of Persia. Esto es el Prince of Persia. Parecía el remake ese del Prince of Persia.
अपने दिल की सुनो राजी, तुम्हें शक्ति मिल जाएगी। लड़ो राजी, योद्धा बनो।
Pero bueno. Raji. An Ancient Epic. Enhanced Edition.
Shout out to Raji. Congrats on winning Best of the Mix 2020.
Oye, pues tiene buena pinta el Raji,
out of India, you know. Also,
Oye.
Bats is looking mad slick, if I don't say so myself. You know what I mean? But yeah, before we move on to the next segment, we want to say thanks to our broadcasting partners, Twitch, Steam, IGN, and of course, GameSpot. Thank you guys for all your help in hosting the stream.
Yep. And also don't forget to check out the Guerrilla
Jesús, qué calor.
page on Steam to
No.
watch the games,
Muerte y
play the
destrucción.
demos from this event as well as from Wholesome Direct, which is coming up next. We have a link on the Guerrilla Collective website, guerrillacollective.com.
Up next, we're going to connect with our friends at Tiny Build. We're doing gargantuan things with really creative indie developers. Let's creep around the corner and say hello to our neighbor devs working with Tiny Build to peep what they have cooking up. Word.
A ver. Va.
Hello, meat bag. This
Ahora,
is
como no voy a
my
perder
game.
nada, ahora vengo, voy a
This
servir.
spot's game. I will give you a group of puny humans, and you will lead them to the end of the dungeon. If you can get past my cute little robots, zombie wombies, and flesh-eating cabbage wabbages. Despot's game is a roguelike auto-battler. That means that all the fighting happens automatically. It also means permadeath and randomly generated dungeons. In order to win, your humans will need weapons, or whatever you can find to use as a weapon. Combine different kinds of dumb items to create your own dumb army. Your army needs to be positioned, fed, and genetically modified. Just don't get too attached to your little humans. They'll be dropping like flies. Let me tell you a little secret. If you make it far enough in the dungeon, you'll get the chance to fight other players! You probably think I came up with all this in order to raise a perfect army of mutated humans capable of conquering the universe, right? Wrong. I simply enjoy watching pathetic humans hit each other with refrigerators. You're in Despot's game now!
Config Games bears no responsibility for salty tears, broken keyboards, busted screens, or therapy expenses due to the effects of extended gaming sessions. Not recommended for use by children, pregnant women, or people who have loud conversations on their phones in public.
This is Dustin.
And this is Eric from Animal.
And we're the creators of Ramen.
Along with our extremely small team of passionate individuals, we're really excited to get this out to you.
Ramen's a food fighting arena game with a bunch of quirks and twists.
And today we're going to show you one of our favorite game modes, along with a new work in progress mode that we've been working on.
So let's start with the meatball mode.
Yeah, and meatball mode, it's all about putting the meat in the hole, the goal hole. You gotta jump in and take control.
Like, what does that mean? It sounds good, but what does that mean?
Well, it's basically kind of like Katamari, where the objective is to jump into a giant meatball, take control of it, roll around, charge it up, and shoot it into various goal locations throughout the map. All while basically avoiding enemies and the onslaught of food that they throw at you. Next up, Boba Ball.
Well, Boba Ball is one of our newest work-in-progress game modes, but still a ton of fun. Players are now packing a Boba Blaster that shoots Boba Balls at a giant Boba Ball.
Work together with your taste buds to blast the giant Boba Ball into the opposing team's goal. But look, kills don't count in this mode, so prioritize getting the giant ball from A to B. But a few balls to the face never hurt anyone, so blast your foes to keep them from gaining control of the ball.
Blast your toes?
Foes.
Okay, bros, I guess. Wait, what's this written down about meat chassis?
We wrote that?
Yeah, it says, say something about meat chassis.
Oh, yeah, the old bag of meat and bones. You know, the players, the soup saviors. Players can customize their character almost however they want within our high-fashion, highly polished configurator zone.
Alright, well, within this configurator zone thing, when it comes to fashion, we got you covered with a trunk full of different culinary styles, vibes, and drips. Your soup slinger is yours to design and decorate. Honestly, the world is your oyster. Decorate to your heart's content.
Oh, and don't forget your old pop pal. I think it's time to wrap it up here.
Yeah, good idea. Thanks for tuning in to watch our video and giving us the opportunity to talk your ears off about ramen. Pretty excited about it.
Oh, and that being said, be sure to hop into our Discord so you can be part of the playtest and help us perfect the recipe of ramen.
Yeah, we hope you get a chance to play. We really appreciate all the support y'all have shown over the course of development. It really means a lot and motivates us. Bye. Thanks for stopping by.
appreciate. Have a happy humble day.
Meet the creepy, AI-driven Mr. Peterson. This character has one mission, keeping you from discovering his secrets.
Me he perdido algo interesante.
Hello, and welcome to Hello Neighbor 2. In this game, you'll be playing as a local journalist named Quentin, who is suspicious of his creepy neighbor, Mr. Peterson. For those new to the Hello Neighbor franchise,
vale, un poco
this
tarde,
is
¿no?
Raven Brooks, the sort of town where everyone keeps to themselves.
Pero escuchándolo estaba escuchando.
Sí, pero igualmente me da igual, no me he enterado de nada.
¿Desde dónde más o menos?
A saber.
Bueno, no ha sido tanto tiempo, ha sido 5 minutos. Esto sí lo has... Esto, bueno. Bueno, que tampoco te vas a perder mucho. Están aquí con el Hello Neighbor, o sea que no te vas a perder mucho.
Normally, you would too, except a bunch of people have gone missing. And there's just something strange about your neighbor, Mr. Peterson. Everyone is afraid of him. There have been rumors of children going to his house
¿Cuántos juegos hay de Hello Neighbor? Está el Hello Neighbor,
Some people
el
say he
Secret
likes
no
to
sé
lock
qué.
people up in his basement. But no one has any proof. So people just try to avoid Mr. Peterson, his odd house, and ignore the strange sounds coming from his basement at night. You have a feeling that Mr. Peterson is behind all of the neighborhood disappearances, but no one believes in your ideas and theories. And while you normally wouldn't break into someone's house, you're the only one who believes something is wrong and has the guts to uncover the truth. When you break into Mr. Peterson's house, you'll be going against an AI that is constantly evolving. Our goal for Hello Neighbor 2 is to provide unique player experiences. This is an experience that is driven by the community. Mr. Peterson's behavior is a combination of a neural network and algorithms that allow him to constantly learn from his experiences with everyone who plays our game. It begins with the collection of player activity. Mr. Peterson takes note of player behavior, whether or not most players are likely to hide in a closet, use a certain escape route, or certain objects.
Hostia, cada vez que vayas jugando se hace más inteligente.
Mr. Peterson's behavior may change and surprise you. How Mr. Peterson plays in one encounter with you might be different from the next, all due to his encounters with the game's community as a whole. In this way, the community's experience with Mr. Peterson changes over time, allowing for an AI that is developed through community actions, replayability, and great stories of neighborhood shenanigans. But these new experiences go beyond Mr. Peterson. In Hello Neighbor 2, players can interact with all characters in Raven Brooks, and these characters share the same AI core, but behave differently and have their own stories for you to discover. So while you might think you're just playing the game, you're really contributing to the development and improvement of Mr. Peterson's AI.
Pero bueno.
We hope this presentation of our AI and development gives you an idea of what to expect in Hello Neighbor 2. If you'd like to try an early access version of Hello Neighbor 2, you can wishlist the game on Steam and check out our alphas on the Microsoft Store. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the neighborhood.
Ahoy, sailors! Not this again. Trash Sailors Pirate Guide.
Pero bueno, eso parece muy al... Ya, esto parece el RAF, ¿a que sí?
Sí, bastante.
O sea, parece el RAF mezclado con el Don't Starve este.
I love you, trash. It's everything. Fuel, building materials, and weapons.
Es como una mezcla entre el RAF, el Don't Starve.
Stuff in as much trash as you
Es un
can.
poco una mezcla entre todo.
Let her rip. Just remember, this raft is your only home. Take good care of it, and if anyone dares set foot here, hit them with all you got. Too many greedy lovers want to get their hands on our marvelous, beautiful trash. Defend it to your
El objetivo es coger basura.
and steer carefully. Oh, and don't forget to fix anything that breaks. Ah, scurvy bilge-sucking son of a seagull! If your enemies get close, and the good old ship's cannons aren't enough, try the newfangled trash technology. You have countless aces up your sleeve. Use anything you get your hands on. They want to steal our trash? Let them try. We'll hit them with everything we got.
Bien.
Mira, le ha puesto Ubisoft, dice... El avatar el nuevo, está desarrollado por Massive con la última versión del motor Snowdrop en exclusivo para Next Gen y PC. Encarnas a un Navi en una aventura en primera persona en un enorme mundo abierto y lleno de criaturas. O sea que al final es primera persona, 100%. ¿Has dicho monas?
Creo que sí.
And before we finish everything up, we are also going to go to an exclusive interview with our friends at Limited Run Games. Let's rock.
Welcome back to the Guerrilla Collective. We have Marcus Bromander and Adriel Wallach from the Innersloth dev team. Super happy to have you guys hopping on the Guerrilla Collective for an interview. Tell us about yourselves.
I'm Marcus, also known as Puffballs United. I'm one of the co-founders of Innersloth. I worked on a lot of the art, the sound design, game design, and miscellaneous other spots in the game, but no coding.
Hi, I am Adriel. I'm the lead programmer at Innersloth, which means I live in the code, I make a bunch of lists, I tell the other programmers what to do, and I fix bugs.
I want to talk to you a little bit about the team and go into what you have in store for the game. But first I want to ask you a couple of questions about the team and how you're moving forward. So first of all, for people who don't know, where did your studio name Innersloth come from and who is repping the team?
So when we first formed our company, me and Forrest, we were trying to come up with a name and we were kind of just stuck. So we went on a random name generation site and just like click through.
Que la monas me interesa bastante.
Innersloth just kind of felt, for me it was like, I have the motivation to make stuff, but like the inside of me is kind of lazy, it's hard to get motivated sometimes. So that the sloth really stuck to me there.
You know, some people think that success is overnight, but you have all been grinding to make things happen with such a small team. What have some of the challenges been during the growth and iterative development of the game been?
I would say, I mean, just in general, going from 3 people to we're at 8 now, I think, is such a different work environment completely. Like,
el Marcus Bromander ese, que se supone que me imagino que sea el director de la Monas, tiene una cámara de putísima mierda, está a 480, ¿sabes?
You can't just tell. I'm used to telling.
Con la pasta que tiene que tener después de lo que ha generado el Monas, que no se pueda comprar una puta cámara.
Son 3 euros lo que cuesta la Monas.
Pues imagínate, 3,99, 4 euros. Que la hayan comprado millones de personas.
With helping out early on, you know, with the mega booth and then really orchestrating.
Y no tiene para comprarse una cámara de 1080, en serio.
How has it, like, I understand how you kind of joined the team. How has it been on the opposite end of, like, you know, communicating with Marcus and everybody on the team?
It's been fun. It's been fun to be sort of in that transition from the small team to what is quote unquote the larger team now. Not that 8 is huge or anything, but I was the 5th person, so I was like right at that tipping point from it being small enough where you could just tell one person one thing and then everybody knows everything, to now it's like you have to make sure we're tagging all the right people in our work channels and like getting information out. And yeah, I came on
Van un poco con retraso.
towards the end of last year through
entre lo que hablan y lo que se ve en los lives.
Innersloth needs more programmers.
No.
You know, because at that point it was just Forrest as the programmer, and I was like, all right, I'm in. And then yeah, rest is history. But it's been really fun getting to sort of grow the program team as well and take at least some of the pressure off of Forrest to be the only person doing that kind of stuff and being able to do.
Que no me interesa la Monas, no por otra cosa.
We'll talk to you later.
Thank you.
Si se tiran ahí no me interesa la monada. Mira. Construye tus cosas. Simulador. Son pájaros, son animales. Pero bueno. Necesitas saber ahí cosas, para jugar a este juego. Blooming Busines Casino. Que bueno, es business, pero bueno. World Premiere. Venga. The fuck.
Ya estaría.
Un juego de baloncesto con mechas.
Ya estaría, amigo.
¿Son piezas de Lego? ¿Soy yo o son piezas de Lego? Son piezas de Lego, sí.
Creo que sí.
Es que eso es la cara.
Te das puñetazos para robar la pelota.
Sí. Ah, y un cohete, una mini bomba mini nuclear había por ahí. Entonces esto... A ver, el problema que tienen estos juegos es que dices, oh, cómo mola, tal, no sé qué. Cuando llegue el día que salgan, dices, ¿este de qué? Ah, vale, era de esta. Juegas 5 partidas y dices, me parece estupendo, ya no voy a jugar más. Ese es el problema que tiene todos estos juegos. Literal. Habrá gente que le guste y juegue un montón, pero habrá otra gente que se olvidará de este juego y cuando salga, oh, vale, ya va a colectar no sé qué, Robodunk. Y dirás, oh, guay, no sé qué, no sé cuánto. ¿De qué era este juego? Ah, vale. Te pones a jugarlo y dices, venga, vale, no me interesa. ¿What? ¿Qué es Steam pegando? ¿Qué está pasando? Es un juego de Steam para de Steam. ¿Has ganado una lavadora?
¿Sabes a qué juego me parece esto?
¿A qué?
Al juego ese super raro del hombre que te comentaba cosas que tú no tienes que hacer.
Ya.
¿Cómo se llamaba ese juego?
No sé.
¿El Don't Play?
No lo sé. No se me viene a la cabeza ahora mismo nada. Como jugar al Brawl Star en versión cute. Porque eres una puta lavadora que lanzas la colada. ¡Un gato gordo! King of the Hat. El rey del sombrero. Cuidado, que viene la lavadora. Cuidado. Ya. ¿La ha llevado?
Ah, mira. Ah, bueno.
Pero bueno. Y ya está, tienes un ascensor. Pero bueno.
Ah, pues mira, otro de jugar. Ah, bueno.
¿Qué mierdas es esto? ¿Ves? Otra vez como el juego anterior. Este es un juego que dices, oh, cómo mola, tal, no sé qué, no sé cuánto. Luego te olvidas de él hasta que sale y tú, ah, vale, ya me acuerdo. Jugar 5 minutos y dices, me parece estupendo. Y oye, que tiene que haber juegos para todo el mundo y a todo el mundo no le gusta siempre los mismos juegos. Vamos, eso está claro, pero... Estos son los típicos juegos que tú ves ahora y dices, oh, cómo mola, tal, no sé qué, no sé cuánto. Luego te olvidas de ellos. Cuando sale y dices, ah, vale, ya me acuerdo. Juegas 5 minutos y dices, vale, me parece una puta mierda.
Y ya.
Pero bueno. Oye, hay gustos para todo, así que...
No.
No debería quedar mucho, ¿eh? 1 hora y 45, nada. 15 minutos.
El Benicio 2089. El 20 de junio. Ah, bueno.
Curioso. Así es como se pinta realmente. Haces así y sale el dibujo ya. Que vale, que entiendo que es un juego y lo hacen así para que sea...
Pues me estoy quedando embobado viéndolo.
Que te pones a pensar y dices, vale, que sabemos que es un juego, que para que sea lo más rápido posible. Vale, nadie está diciendo lo contrario, pero... Que te pones a pensar y dices, hombre... Behind the frame. Detrás del marco. Wow. Joder.
Akatsuki Taiwan.
De momento, quitando un par de juegos... El resto me está interesando bastante poco.
Mario Bros versión... No sé ni lo decir.
Quitando un par de juegos pixelados y en scroll lateral, el resto de momento no me... Me llama poco y nada. Ahí va. ¿Lo ha congelado el bicho ese? Cuidado, que vienen los ricos furries. Cuidado, Cuidado con los furries.
Crime is illegal.
Well, not anymore. Thanks to Whitewater
No.
Wipeout.
Pensábamos que el crimen es legal.
Thanks to Whitewater Wipeout, I can finally
Sí, te digo,
commit the cool
el
crime.
crimen es ilegal y tú. No me digas.
Mira esos
Nar
gráficos de
style,
fondo tan
ain't
bonitos.
conviction. What does that even mean?
Es como cuando vas a comprar pan y dices, hola, buenas tardes. Vas a una panadería y, hola, buenas tardes. ¿Vendes pan? No. Vendo espaguetis. Vamos a ver. Es que el crimen es ilegal. Gracias por decirme algo que no sabía.
I play Whitewater Wipeout.
El día que sea legal matar gente. Tiembla.
Erradico mitad de Arganda.
Pero es que me hace gracia como lo ha dicho. El crimen es ilegal y yo...
At King Wash Laundry, we pride ourselves on providing years of
Vas a una tienda de videojuegos. Hola, ¿vendéis videojuegos? No. Vendemos películas.
top of the line deluxe
¿Qué?
washing machines, but they stay for our professional service.
¿Es algo tan obvio?
Now pick up the clothes and load them into an empty machine. Wait a few minutes, then transfer to a dryer. While you're waiting, make sure to pick up
El día que
discarded
salga un
coffee
juego
cups
de,
and throw
de
them in the trash.
simulador de lavadora,
Thank you for choosing Arcade Mania.
que seas una lavadora y tu objetivo sea limpiar ropa y dejarla lo más clean posible, vamos, tiro la cartera 7 veces contra la pantalla. Así un billete detrás de otro. Pa, 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 pa. Laundry, tenía que llamarse el juego Laundry Simulator. Tu objetivo es dejar la ropa clean. Y si sale una ropa con una mancha, pierdes. Y tienes que empezar el juego de nuevo. Se te borra la partida, se te desinstala el juego, te mete un virus. Te infecta a ti y tu único objetivo es lavar en la vida real.
Always use the brush for particularly stubborn waste matter. All that remains to be said is, welcome to King Wash Laundry.
Mira. Arcade Paradise.
Este ya...
I am here with Douglas Bogart from Limited Run Games. What is happening, Doug?
Not much, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, for sure, man.
bueno.
It's so awesome that Limited Run, you know.
Nos está hablando prácticamente. Aquí vuelven a hablar.
Y más hablar.
Ah, ¿esto conecta con el Wholesome Game? O sea, con el Wholesome Direct directamente.
Such a cozy and warm trailer. That was very nice.
It was really, really
Creo que esto conecta con el eso.
We have our friend Jenny Wyndham, aka Kim Chica, on the line to get started with the Wholesome Direct. Hey Jenny, how is it going?
Yes, thanks Justin and everyone at the Guerrilla Collective. Also congratulations to all of the devs who showcased. You all did wonderfully. I can't wait to play all of your games. And yeah, stick around. We have the Wholesome Direct coming up with new game announcements, exclusive footage, developer interviews, and it's just going to be a wonderfully cozy time. So hope you all enjoy it.
Thanks so much, Jenny, for joining us. Looking forward to checking out the show. That wraps up the Guerrilla Collective 2. I am your host, Justin Woodward, with
Alex Wilmer.
Make sure to follow us on Twitter at Guerrilla Collect, not Guerrilla Collective, and on all other social media platforms at Guerrilla Collective.
Pues ya está.
You can check.
Bueno, pues este es el único directo que a mí me quedaba por ver, el de Guerrilla. Y bueno, el año que viene, si hay E3, ya sé exactamente qué conferencias son las que no voy a ver. Literalmente. Pero así, radical. Así que bueno, pues nada, terminamos por aquí. Mañana tenemos otro día bastante interesante. Mañana creo que mañana tenemos Xbox, que a mí me interesa. Square Enix, que me interesa. Warner Bros, que me interesa. Y PC Gaming Show, que me interesa. O sea, prácticamente me interesan todas. Quitando el día de hoy, la de Guerrilla y la de Wolsom, la de Ubisoft, Devolver y Gearbox han estado de puta madre, realmente. Bueno, quitando la de Gearbox, que solo han presentado 4 cosas que ya sabíamos. Pero bueno. Luego, el lunes 14, tenemos Take-Two, Limited Run Games y Capcom, que el que me interesa es Capcom, literalmente. Y el martes, Nintendo y Bandai, así que bien, ¿no?
Todo fenomenal.
Así que maravilloso. Pues nada, mañana tenemos el segundo día tocho. Y ya luego el lunes y el martes ya se va relajando un poquito la situación, así que... Y ya se acabó el E3. Así que pues nada. Pues nos vemos mañana a las 7 de la tarde, 15 minutos antes, para empezar con la de Xbox. Así que... ¡Ale! Nos vamos.
Vale.